now.
Oh, it's a little too soon. My bad.
I'm just
#1 comedy podcast in the world, or Utah, wherever you're located. This is the Butter Pecan Puerto Rican host.
I felt a little bit weird that you didn't greet the people of the web, you know?
That's okay. I gotta switch it up sometimes.
People
guys.
of the universe, you know? People
Yeah.
of the world. And this is host Beefy from planet Earth.
See.
and this is your boy Javi reporting live from the bodega once again.
And this is your girl, Alice. Hola.
The intern.
October 12th. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's always great to have you guys here. No guests this time. I know we've had a couple guests kind of cycling through. It's just the four of us, the original crew. Javi at the bodega. You got me and Jose at the talent table. And intern Alice showing off her DJ
the ones
skills.
and twos, you know?
Trying
Yeah.
to.
The Wizard of Oz, you know? Making everything go.
Yeah. We still try to keep it stylish. We all showed up in black unplanned.
Yep, unplanned,
which
dude.
just means we've all synchronized. So what other podcasts can say that they're that synchronized, where they all show up in the same colored outfit?
You know what I mean?
Zero.
Yeah, they probably don't even have outfits like us. You know what I mean?
They don't.
You know, we got fits and stuff. You know what I mean? What do they got? Regular clothes, dude? You freaking peasants, dude? You think or what?
And art they bought at the Salvation Army.
Oh yeah, dude. I wore this
That's
in honor
actually
of Christopher
us.
Columbus.
That's
today.
100% us. All of our artists from the Salvation Army.
No,
But
we
it's
don't
good
support
art.
the Salvation Army.
Oh no,
because-
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because essentially the army is indicative of the U.S. and the U.S. loves Columbus Day, and now it's Indigenous Day, guys.
Yep.
That was
Better
officially
watch,
made.
Javi. That's why they canceled the Salvation Army. You jerk. They're insensitive. What do you think they were saving?
They weren't saving anyone.
Yeah, they were saving people with freaking measles infested blankets, huh?
And
So,
polio.
you want some smallpox blanket? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me
Some
let me have
HIV
this-
positive
let me have this
jackets.
native do my laundry. You know what I mean? Since back then, they got him in the housekeeping, dude, doing all the chores, dude. You had to getting all the dirty clothes, the
But
socks.
they call it hospitality because they went to the hospital. You really don't think we've read these books?
You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, we just have to, with you guys that are watching, we just have to make sure we share, you know, our experiences and just bring light, just like last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we talked about what orphans. You know, we brought the dark wonders of orphanages.
Hey, we talk about the topics people don't want to talk about. All right.
You know what I mean?
So
We're not scared.
yeah. What have you guys been up to this past week, Javi? I'll start with you.
Dang, dude.
You know what happened? I saw his baby.
Oh yeah, for the
Yeah.
first time.
No
Still?
name, baby.
I haven't even seen
No
the
name.
baby.
The unnamed
But
baby.
yeah, Jose did see the baby yesterday for my
But I
my.
didn't talk to him that much. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
normally they can communicate with, you know, with small kids and children and younger kids. You know what I mean?
Seems to be your
So
special.
I got Javi's baby, you know what I mean? And they were over there, they were having barbacoa tacos and lengua tacos, you know what I mean?
Oh, dang, what's
I thought
so
I'd
good.
have a little lengua with the baby, you know what I mean? So I took the baby over to
You
another
can
room.
talk to your child like that?
Huh? Hey, Caleb.
Hey, he's talking about bilingual.
You
He
know-
wants to make sure the child speaks both English and Spanish. Lengua.
A little bit of
means
Dutch.
tongues.
Right?
You
Yeah.
speak in tongues, guys.
I
give,
just-
him a break.
So I took the baby, you know what I mean? I wanted to give him a little tongue taco, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I take him over to another separate room, you know, because there's like 2 living rooms.
Oh, okay, that's
I take him to the
little
other living
sketchy.
room.
Yeah.
And I'm there with the baby, you know what I mean? He was just sleeping. I didn't know, you know, I didn't really know if I could touch him or, you know, how to approach him. Because he doesn't know how to talk, you know what
Not
I mean?
yet. Yeah, not yet.
So I was trying to see if, like,
He's starting to make a couple
trying
sounds.
to make, like, eye contact or maybe
try,
there was-
probably try to tell us his name. You know.
Aw, so tender.
he wiggles his toes or something like that, but nothing, you know what I mean? I just touched him with my taco a little bit, but
Yeah, and the thing is, I know you want to put your tongue in someone else's taco and make her toes curl a little bit or wiggle, whatever it is you use, but
it's
Come
a
on,
tongue
guys.
taco. No, Jose, in Mexicans they eat tongue.
yeah,
It's a part of the animal.
yeah. I'm just saying these guys were confusing your story.
Oh yeah, these perverts. Alice, you know what I mean? She forgets her roots,
And I'm
dude.
vindicating you. Yeah.
We
Forget my roots.
Well, yeah, we have
She forgets her
I
roots
know
'cause
my
watermelon
roots.
isn't a root.
He moved on to
It's
butterfly
fine.
butterfly
You know what I mean?
kisses. Okay.
Word.
You're just not trying to get a
She's
tongue.
elevated.
What the hell?
She's
You know what I mean?
elevated.
She's on the next
think Alice
level
wants
2,
to-
I
baby.
went to 3 already.
Oh,
Okay, level 3.
My bad.
Alice is all about opening a cocoon and
Oh,
letting the
yeah.
butterfly flutter. All right,
She
guys?
wants. She's not gonna get no tongue taco. She wants some clam chowder. You know what I
my.
mean?
Yeah, like I said, that cocoon. Well, I'll stop there.
Anyways, Javi, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I just celebrated our dad's birthday. I think that's it, dude. Other than work. Yeah, that was my weekend.
That's what
Yeah.
cool people do, I guess, huh?
Well,
You know,
celebrate
people are
birthdays.
everything is so cool to them. It's a day in the life of him. You would have to see a vlog series. He can't even
Vlog's
talk
coming
about
soon.
how-
Vlog's coming
Ooh,
he
soon.
said that he
Start.
bought a camera, you know, all these things.
Yeah, he's like, I got a camera, but my life's a walking movie. And I go, well, I don't know. What
I
that
can't
means.
I can't post 24 hours of daily content for every day of my life. You know,
You know?
Yeah.
I'll record myself sleeping, and it's cool.
We're like record all the good parts. And he goes, I would run out of film so fast. And,
Record all the
I mean,
good
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
You know, so
There's
we
only
asked
so
him to
much
tone it down,
space.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
just simmer down. a
Say
bit.
simmer down.
Stop
You know,
being so
he's taking the spotlight from us. A lot of people, I said, it's like, dude, why is the talent table in the bodega now? You know, it's like, dude, what the heck's
Have you
going
lost
on?
focus?
Yeah.
He lost. We didn't.
So I thought, you know, Bobby's been trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe we have a traitor amongst us. You know what I mean?
the come up.
A
you know,
little Judas. You know what I mean?
You got to do what you
He's
got to
wearing
do.
the D for the devil today on his head. You know.
Right there.
Kiss of death right there.
So maybe I think we should test his loyalty a little bit. You think, Les?
Yeah, we
You
can.
think we should test his loyalty?
Yes, we should.
What test? Because you know, obviously, you know, we've talked about your numerous powers, just your IQ of like 186. You know what I mean? What type of? Don't laugh about his IQ. You
I was
don't
just
even
saying-
understand numbers.
I know.
right? So how would
In
you?
fact, my intellect makes me a minority, so I don't appreciate laughing.
so
I'm sorry. I apologize today on Indigenous Day or post-Indigenous Day. I'm sorry.
Post.
how would you test his loyalty? You think? Do you think we can ask him? Maybe you can ask him a question, then maybe you know you'll transfer a little bit of your
My powers to
Magic
to-
powers.
to me, and then maybe I can ask a question.
You make it up. You
You
use
know?
Jose to like.
Don't tell us what to do, okay?
I'm just trying to reiterate to myself and
He's
understand.
gonna
You know?
use his powers to ask you a question.
Yeah, but he's gonna use you to ask me the
He's
question.
talking right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Magneto.
I think I relayed the information to you.
You okay?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see.
Let's see these
All right,
skills.
Javi. So you ready for
I hope so.
your loyalty test? How much do you love the three of us?
A lot.
How much? Other than
It's
Percentage-wise.
percentage-wise, 100% love.
how much you love your baby?
That's like 1,000%.
1,000%. So he doesn't really love us. Is that what he's saying?
A tenth of what he loves a baby.
A tenth of what you love the baby. So what would you do for the baby that you wouldn't do for us?
Wipe his butt.
I wiped his ass.
Yeah.
I
Do you
probably
ever
wouldn't
do
wipe your
something
guys'
embarrassing,
ass.
you know, for the baby or not?
Embarrassing for the baby? Oh yeah. I make stupid faces all the time. I talk in a weird higher pitched voice than my normal high pitched voice. Like 10 octaves higher.
So what we're gonna do for Tessa's loyalty? We are going to be your parents, okay?
My parents.
Me and Hans.
Okay.
Don't talk to your parents like that, okay?
It was just a question.
And you are going to have. He's gonna have the brain capacity of his baby, which is how old? You know, couple of months.
He can't speak
About
yet.
to be 2 months.
Maybe you're 1 year old, and you're gonna, in baby dialect, you're gonna tell us how much you love us.
Let me think of what my baby has told me. Gugu.
He doesn't say that.
Yes, he does actually. Or he'll go like agu or some weird
Okay.
baby dialect.
Well, we're trying
I'm trying to
hear it.
translate, you know, to you guys. I think it is agu ba gu.
Gooba, dude.
That's what it is.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
That
not
means I love
impressed.
you to the moon and back forever and ever.
Amen.
And
That's
the moon's in retrograde, so that doesn't even mean shit right now.
retrograde.
Yeah.
Isn't that Mercury?
Huh?
Right? I thought that was Mercury.
The moon's
These guys
just
don't
several
even know-
thousand miles
you
back.
know what I
That's
mean?
not security,
These
so
guys don't
it's
even
not
know.
good enough.
These guys don't even know about the solar system. Alice has the solar system in their background. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
my IQ is
She
only
thought it was somebody
50.
that sneezed on the mirror. You know what I mean? I was like, no, that's the stars. You know? She thought
Oh.
somebody sneezed oil. That's what she thought. She thought somebody sneezed oil on the window. You know?
Yeah.
She's like, I like this mechanics painting. You know what I mean? I was like, Alice, that's outer
She would
space,
love
dude.
Van
It's the
Gogh's
Milky
painting.
Way. You know what I mean?
Not that kind of milk, guys.
Yeah, that kind of you perverts. You know?
That was last episode. Shout
Well-
out to Chris.
Do you think? I don't think he proved his loyalty, really, huh?
I don't think so. He just gave us a generic response of "I love you to the moon and back, forever." But which one is it? Forever or to the moon and back? Because people have done to the moon and back multiple times. in the
Have
course
they?
of human
It's only
history.
been like
I
once.
feel like the U.S. has only gone once.
The
More than
U.S. There's so
once.
many. How many more countries? These inconsiderate people, right?
Yeah.
First they come here and pillage our natives,
Yeah.
and then they talk to this. Oh, they've only been there once.
Well, that's all it takes.
You know what I mean?
Well, they've done it
a
at
long
least
trip.
once.
Isn't it like 2 months?
They've obviously never heard of Skinwalker Ranch. You know what I mean?
Or
Ooh, I have.
Texas Walker Ranger.
You guys heard of them?
Is that a club?
Obviously you
downtown?
haven't. So maybe Alice has heard a couple of holidays. You think so?
I heard a
Yeah.
couple
Well,
of
I mean,
holidays.
did we want to ask people about their last week? Or
I know. What?
Did Hobby screw it all up?
I
for us?
I
screwed
think he messed up the vibe a little bit. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
apologize.
Because he's trying to
loyalty.
still.
Yeah.
He's trying to make the show about himself. He came in looking all cocky today. You know what I mean?
He's got his leg all propped up.
Oh, he told host,
'cause it
Make
hurts.
sure you get me a
It's
coffee.
unfair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, okay, what do you want? And he expected me to use my powers through the phone to him. My powers only work in person,
Yeah.
okay? Or through the bodega. That works too.
And then
But-
he didn't even say thank you, nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just came in and he's like, "Where's my coffee?"
And he goes, this is
¿Dónde está mi pan?
And he said,
De
you
cada
should know.
día.
As if he paid me.
So maybe that's why we're wearing black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, death to loyalty. That's what this is for.
You know what I mean?
The
And do you guys,
funeral for
should we take a couple of moments of
Take a,
silence?
a vow of
silence.
silence
Of silence?
for both Columbus Day and disloyalty that has been shown today. The disrespect.
A lot of
Bow your
disloyalty.
heads.
R.I.P. Columbus.
Okay, let's move on to the holidays, Alice.
Amen.
October 12th, remember, guys.
October 12th. Oh
Never
my
forget.
gosh.
Always
I
remember.
think Alice forgot.
I forgot for a second. First holiday is National Vermont Day.
God
Vermont?
damn it!
Dude,
What
I'm
is
sick
up
of
with
these state holidays, man?
Hey, Vermont, that's where President Biden's from.
That's where a lot of cheese is from. Vermont cheddar cheese. Check it out. It's pretty good.
And Mount Vermont, you know, people
Yep.
say, "Oh, I got lost in Mount
Dude.
Vermont,"
Yeah.
but they say it weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you been to Mount Vermont? You know what I mean? They're like, dude.
Common misconception that Mount Rushmore is in one of the Dakotas. We don't know which one. Funny thing is in neither. It's in Vermont.
Yep.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah,
it was in
dude.
North Dakota.
Nope.
No,
Obviously,
that's
she
Vermont.
doesn't care about indigenous
Yep,
people.
that's why
you know
it's
what
a
I mean?
Yeah, I don't care.
misconception, dude.
Indigenous people are the ones that carve the rocks carve the
Yeah.
rocks into the face.
No,
of the
you're yes,
presidents.
correct.
So yeah, because
Wow.
it was the people that they wanted to kill, so they posted the picture, so all the natives amongst the countries in the plains,
Dude, imagine-
from sea to shining sea, could see who they wanted to kill. You know what I mean?
Imagine having those four presidents standing next to each other as you carved it. Those presidents were so patient for all that work. So shout out to those four presidents. The patience to just sit there, because people complained about, think of our beloved Mona Lisa or Mavis Beacon sitting still for a picture in the 80s, right? It would take some minutes to process.
And he means the literal 80s, not the 1980s or the 1780s.
Yeah, like 80s.
You know what I
Like
mean?
0080.
Yeah.
All right, guys? But these presidents stood there as a massive rock formation was just carved into the...
But they had
Side of the
nothing
mountain.
better to do. You know what I mean?
They didn't.
Dude, they wore wigs because they were so bored. You know what I mean?
They wore wigs because of what disease was it? Chlamydia.
Like,
Made 'em
Syphilis.
lose their
It was
hair.
syphilis.
Syphilis made them lose their hair.
Was that the cure or was
Huh?
that? Oh,
To
made
wear a
him lose
wig?
their-
No,
wig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I
You never
I've sat
know.
out of so many STD offices,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I see so many people walking out of their wigs and just like, I'm cured.
Oh yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, dude. The other day, you know what I mean? I was committing a couple of sins. You know what I mean? I put on my little wig.
Wait, again, or the first time that you talked about this?
Well, I'm just saying, I was committing a couple of sins. I threw on my wig. You know what I mean?
And it was washed away.
Out there good. You know what I mean?
Now you're cleansed.
It's the physical manifestation of a Hail Mary.
So yeah, so that's what happened to wigs. What else would they have back then? You think? That was boring. Their guns. Dude, how could you kill that many people with the musket? You know what I mean?
Dude, it takes
How
50
dumb were
minutes
you?
to load a musket.
Yeah.
And then they have a knife at the end because they know people are going to give up mid-reload and just go stab someone.
And you wonder why so many Americans are dying of COVID. Dude, they couldn't even run from a musket.
And guess where guess where our people now got the skills to knife? Fucking muskets, guys. And we canceled Columbus Day. We should thank them. We're better fighters now. If they were better fighters back then,
That
we
wouldn't have
be who we are
happened.
now.
right?
You know, so he gave us knives. What's another great thing Columbus gave us, you think?
Genoa salami, because he came from Italy. Genoa, Italy. And Genoa salami is
Luigi.
delicious.
Well, Luigi is older than Columbus, first of all, Javi.
Well, I know, but
You know?
Columbus
so he
was
gave us
Italian, right?
Columbus, maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
maybe Luigi gave us Columbus. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. He's the
Dang.
giver, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Columbus obviously was a taker. You know what I
Very
mean?
Yeah.
He
generous.
took and pillaged, you know? That's the word on the street, dude. You know what I mean? That he was taking and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Columbus was also the first pathological liar written in history, I believe, because he wanted to go to India. He landed here. He called people Indians, even though they're Native Americans. But I don't even think the term Native American existed back then. So
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like in a lose-lose situation, right?
He can't
Because
win
if
no
you would have
matter
asked
what.
them,
You know
what
what I
were
mean?
they going to tell him?
Yeah.
Because they were all at war with each other.
Isn't it kind of cool? But then people like New York, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, we don't want to be old York, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
Yorktown
new.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Or New Hampshire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't get upset with that, you know what I mean? It just shows you how accepting white people are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those people came and, they left and they
So
pillaged. Oh, the
accepting.
British are coming, but they still kept the names, the rich history.
All they want to do was share. I mean, they were looking for spices, guys. They found their spices. Might still struggle cooking, but that's okay because they've accepted the spices now.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you guys hate Columbus, but guess what? You love Italian food, you know what I mean?
Yeah, spaghetti,
Fucking
olive
hypocrites, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to the spaghetti factory.
Yeah, if you're gonna cancel Columbus Day, I don't ever want to see you at an Olive Garden.
Yeah, you know what spaghetti factory sounds to Native American? The oppression factory,
Yeah,
okay?
thanks to these
That's
fucks,
what it sounds
Fazoli's
like.
is gone. You ever seen Fazoli's anymore? It's gone, guys.
Bastards.
Fucking cancel
Oh,
culture.
give me breadsticks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna give you Columbus, dude? He came on the ship. What do you think they were eating? Breadsticks and salami, you freaking nerds.
On their charcuterie boards.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And they want to cancel him. Meanwhile, they're at Mimi's Cafe eating unlimited pizza.
The nerve of these people.
Oh, yeah.
Next holiday, screw Vermont.
All right. So your next holiday is National Savings Day.
Savings?
Well, Columbus saved. We just talked about Columbus saving the traditions of the Italian people, guys.
Yeah,
You know
dude.
what they want.
Because he was trying to tell the Native Americans, I'm gonna save you with this, with this book. You know what I mean? Hits him with the Bible, dude. He
And
killed somebody. You
But
know
the
what I
thing,
mean?
it wasn't a Bible. You know how people would cut out the Bible to put money in it? He had a mini chef book in there that he got from Luigi that had the recipe to all of the charcuterie boards. He had the whole spread. Where do you think Thanksgiving comes from, guys? You think you would have your cranberry sauce, your turkey, your sweet potato pie, your yams, marshmallows, apple cider? Where do you think it all came from?
Yeah. And then Hispanics, not to hate on my heritage a little bit, but then they took the charcuterie board and used it as an object to hit people.
Yeah.
As a paddle.
Una pala, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now they hate you with that. They don't have charcuterie boards in Mexico. Why? Because it's a sign of abuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and my people, they carved it
Machismo.
into a blade-like figure. Like, you know what? Let's just make it the handle. They added metal to it. Machete.
We have those too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't get hit with those,
Thank God.
Luckily, dude. You
I
know
had
what
a
I
couple
mean?
lacerations from some knives, okay, guys?
So yeah,
what my people
luckily
like.
Columbus didn't let him, teach him how to forge metal. You know what I mean? Or else-
R.I.P. Aaron Hernandez.
So
R.I.P.
what else? Savings. You know what I mean? So he saved how many people? You think?
Not very many, actually.
But dude,
In fact,
actually,
he decreased the population, but he created more through some terrible means.
He created all of us.
all of us that are here.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
Essentially-
he contributed to the pool of DNA. Let's admit that. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and make sure that that's out there. So our beautiful diversity. Everyone wants to be diverse, but they don't want to acknowledge what caused diversity.
Yeah. Because now it's weird, if you get to the root of diversity.
What's
you
that
know what
new
I mean?
thing? Make that make sense.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, God. He was the original root of diversity, and guess what?
They wanted to cancel him. They've tried to multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Still are.
Everybody that creates diversity
It
gets
gets
canceled. God, you know what I mean?
Gandhi,
Aunt Jemima, you know what I mean?
Florence Nightingale,
Oh my goodness.
Mavis Beacon,
The lady from Land of Oaks.
Can
Or
you-
Lake Oaks.
Medusa.
Oh yeah.
She had
dude.
snakes in her hair. Imagine humans walking around with different species growing out of their heads.
That'd be
What do they
cool.
do? They cut her head off.
Now, where do you think braids came from?
Would you have to feed
Medusa,
everyone,
dude.
or-
Dude, where do you
Just the
think the term "I'm rock hard" came from? Medusa.
You know what I mean? Turning people to stones, dude.
You laid eyes
She's
upon
the first
her.
lady to get everybody hard.
Right?
Yeah,
You were hard for
exactly.
over 4 hours. That's why doctors came.
She probably invented Viagra, you're right.
Yeah, Cialis, Viagra, you name
Dude,
it.
we should make a pill for penises or
With the
vaginas.
Medusa.
called Medusa.
Patent pending.
Patent
pending.
pending.
Huh?
There you go.
Hey,
There you
give
go.
me, because now they're like, ooh, get me that Medusa, you know?
Exclusively at the BNR
Hey.
Bodega.
But we're gonna
Yes.
call that company Med USA. Medusa.
Like true patriots,
That's
baby.
the IQ right there.
Shout out.
IQ at 1,000. That's
Patent pending for Med USA,
Patent fucking
dude.
pending. That name. Trademark. TM.
Huh? You guys
Too
even
much.
know. What are you guys doing?
Registered.
Barely waking up? Oh, come on, guys.
circle door.
It's 7:30, guys. Come
They
on.
just got off work. They want to relax. Now that we're making them think so much about history. They're like, I dropped out of school.
I know my brain is hurting right now.
Right.
Your choice.
Huh?
Drop out.
But who do you think, dude? Wouldn't it be weird? Like, let's say Columbus never came to America and nobody ever discovered it, and then what if like that ended up causing more deaths? You know what I mean?
Well, it
Because they
could've.
couldn't get spices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they starved to death because they couldn't cook. They ran out of pasta, ran out of gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, that's why Columbus came?
Yeah, because
For
was-
spices,
They wanted
remember?
spices. That's because
Yeah.
India has an incredible amount of spices.
the Silk Road is what they would say. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, and other things. Yeah, silk was another trade.
No, I guess I need to go back to school.
So
No, you just listen to this podcast, guys.
Yeah.
That's not only
That's all we need. That's why I'm here, you know? It's
That's
we're
actually
the
true.
number one history podcast still. You know, come on,
We
guys.
hit
This is
these
better
books
than school,
hard,
Ron.
guys.
Yeah.
We've hit these books.
So, because many people try to discover India, you saw what happened to the Egyptians, right? They all set sail. What happened?
They worship cats, and that was their downfall. Because cats can't swim for very long, guys. I've seen it.
And then these guys, they were idiots. The Egyptians, they're on boats, right? With Noah, and they got all those guys. They're on boats, King Tut and stuff like that. They're flying. They're on the boats. They see a triangle. Oh, it's a pyramid. The fucking Bermuda Triangle, dude. Get sucked right into the Bermuda Triangle.
It's the first pyramid scheme.
Why do you think they named a specific swimming stroke after dogs? Dogs are superior swimmers. Okay, cats, they hate the water. There's not a
Pussies.
cat paddle or a cat stroke. Okay, cats get stroke when they're in the fucking water.
Speaking about cat strokes, Alice, you know what I mean? Can you tell us
What
anything
does that
about cat
do?
strokes?
What do we have to
Me.
relate everything like that?
Well, it's because she used to take swimming lessons on us.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone took
In
swimming
Lake
lessons.
Chichamauca, which one was it in Mexico? Xochimilco.
and there's a lot of stray cats out there.
Chapala out there, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is that back in that area, they weren't familiar with dogs. They weren't allowed there. So what do they have to do? They have to name things after animals in which they are familiar with. Felines. But feline was too weird. It wasn't going to get kids in the door. Who's going to sign up their kids to learn a feline stroke? That's odd. It's a cat stroke, guys.
The feline stroke. So what can you tell us about the cat stroke? About striking the cat, Alice? What's like? How do you strike the cat? You think?
How do you make it purr?
You pet it, right?
But how do you pet it? Tell us. 'Cause
You're the
obviously-
expert.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I never made a cat purr.
No, that's not what I heard.
You know what I mean? Word on the street, it's otherwise. You know what I mean? But we thought she was like Joe Exotic. What's the name?
Oh, oh, Jose is dying.
Good. Oh, dude, come on, dude. You know, she's just not very good with animals. You know what I mean?
No, she's not. She's afraid.
I'm
Never
afraid
read a
of...
zoology book in her life.
No, I pretend. I pretend to know animals.
Maybe we should make a trip to the Hogle Zoo.
You think
We
so?
should.
Dude, I haven't been to the zoo ever because I can't say the name.
You want to go to
Dude, you
the...
want to go to the zoo? They take me to the fucking bar, dude. Yeah. Now I'm trying to,
bar named
I'm sitting next to Dre DJing. Dude, I'm like, you know, this freaking guy, dude.
One ticket to the soup, please.
Yeah.
They hand him pop on pop.
It's like, dude, what's going on? You know, they get me an attorney. You know what I mean? I get the intern attorney hobby. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to sue someone? No, I'm trying to go to the zoo. You know, I
The
never
what?
Even...
A Native American pops up. He's like, I'm part Sioux. What do you want from me?
You know, a Shih Tzu comes out. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
But yeah, saving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of saving.
A lot of saving.
And
Budget your money, guys. That's what we're trying to tell you.
And some girls
Yes.
don't want to be saved. You know, they say on the rap
They,
songs.
they
don't
say they
save
don't.
her.
Yeah.
She don't want to
She
be
don't want to be
saved.
saved. Don't
No.
save
And a
her.
lie, that's a lie, quite frankly.
A lot of them want to be saved, dude. Nowadays, you know what I mean?
They want to be saved. They're too proud to admit it, though.
Oh yeah.
Have they looked for Jesus, do you think?
No, they're too busy looking for cats because they're lonely.
You know what I
Back
mean?
to cat stroke. Different strokes for different folks, guys.
But is that it? You think for
I
the
think that's it for
savings?
savings?
Do you
I
have any
think so.
words for savings, Hobby?
Maybe,
All right, Alice. What's the next? What's the next holiday?
The next holiday is Gumbo Day.
Gumbo.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love gumbo.
Oh, dude, he was one of
Finally.
the coolest elephants ever, dude. He had the really big ears. You know what I mean? And then what
Not
happened?
Dumbo.
Dude,
Gumbo.
he was actually deaf.
You
So
know what I
those
mean?
ears were only good for flying. Because imagine getting all that wind fucking funneled into your ears. You would go deaf anyways. He was prepped for it, guys.
He was a boxer, dude. You freaking, you know what I
He
mean?
had the exact ratio needed for the ear to lift and force.
Okay, I don't know what you guys heard, but I did not say Dumbo.
That's what we're talking about.
I said
Gumbo the
We're
elephant.
talk-
You know what I mean?
Jumbo the elephant.
Gumbo.
I think she
Gumbo?
thinks we're talking about
Gumbo.
Gumby, the
Gumbo?
food. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, that's what he
She
said.
thinks we're talking
That's what I
about
said.
Gumby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The food, which is French. You know what I mean? From Louisiana.
Creole.
And everybody loves Gumby. You know what I mean? What can you tell us about Gumby? Isn't it a little bit green, or what's the color
Who's
Yeah.
when they cook it up?
It's a bit green because of a lot of the okra, right? Deep fried okra. They chop it into pieces. So it's deep fried okra that they have in there. They have stewed okra and steamed okra. And the reason it gets its name Gumby is because Florence Nightingale, R.I.P. to her, she's the mother of the original nursing processes. She realized there was a big issue with the geriatric community. They lose all their teeth. Just happens when you get old, guys. And they couldn't chew. So they're like, we need to make something that's of substance that will provide a lot of nutrition with no chewing, no need to chew. And so she made the Gumby recipe.
Yep.
And shout out to New Orleans, they keep that tradition strong because common misconception. They say Florida has the most retirees. Wrong. New Orleans does.
Oh, yeah. And you know who could eat a lot of Gumby? Gumbo. You know what I mean? Because he was a freaking...
Well, he just slurps it right up. You don't have to chew. He's got that trunk.
He was in the circus, you know, or in Louisiana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was one of the first American traveling animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first elephant with U.S. citizenship. You know what I mean? And he was on a worker's visa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that trunk, they called it the Ultra Snorkel.
Yeah. How long did it take him to get his citizenship, Hoss?
3.5 years.
3.5 years?
Well, 3.5 years before the calendar was really invented. So 3.5 years is probably, if you magnify that, about 13.2 years.
And what about an elephant years?
Oh, man, they live the same as us, so it's 13.2. About 70, 80 years. Yeah.
And how did he die again, dude? I forgot.
Dude, the funny thing is, he could fly. He chose to walk one day because he was tired. Again, he's deaf. Train was coming. You think he heard it? He didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah,
Done.
dude. Fucking Thomas the choo-choo train.
That's why Thomas was always surprised. He didn't know what to do. And he can't juke. He has no knees, guys.
And that's why he's all nervous. You know,
Yeah.
he already killed someone.
He killed a figure called Gumbo.
He's always looking like this. You know what I mean?
But he can only look like this. He can't turn his neck. Unless there's a turn in the tracks, guys.
How hard would it be to be Thomas the fucking choo-choo train, dude? You can just go one direction. You know what I mean? Really fast. Or if you need to back up, dude, it's gonna take you like 10 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if the track isn't there, he's not going there either. And people talk about not having freedom in the States. Get the fuck out of here. You're not tied to train tracks. I don't want to hear your
Imagine
garbage.
Thomas the choo-choo train, dude. Poor guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he has Choo Choo in his name.
Oh yeah, you guys are talking about Django Unchained. You got to see Thomas unrailed. You know what I mean?
Well, he hasn't gone unrailed yet. He's about to, though. And if that's the new Epstein, I mean, did he do it himself? He could have. Who knows?
Hashtag free Thomas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Free Britney. Guys, you're freeing the wrong person.
He's still running on coal, dude. Poor fucking guy, dude. Give him a new engine.
Dude, and the kids are trying to behave better, behave worse. He needs the Colts to get around. Santa Claus should not be giving you anything.
Dude, poor guy. He's gonna get throat cancer, dude. Thomas the choo-choo train. You're concerned about cigarettes, dude. This guy's smoking freaking coal, dude.
He's the new Terry from Truth.
Oh man.
Pretty soon
my
he's gonna
gosh.
be on television telling you not to look up when it's raining when you have a stone in your neck because you'll drown.
Poor Thomas, dude. He's a couple 100 years old, isn't he?
Quite a bit, yeah. I mean,
You know?
he
he's
saw
running
the
on
Continental
coal.
Railway being built.
Right?
Oh yeah. Stop Asian hate, guys. Okay, I know what you guys thought about you.
And
jerk.
Irish. They built the train tracks, guys. Come on, read a book for once.
You know?
I'm kidding. Love you guys.
But yeah.
No, just listen to his podcast.
Right? This is all the knowledge you need.
Get all of your knowledge from here. He'll surprise your teachers.
But yeah.
Full ride scholarships.
Right?
That was a very, I think, you know, we talked about Thomas the choo-choo train a little bit because we forget sometimes. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
think a
we
lot
do.
of people forget of just what he did to basically carry the whole U.S. on his back and still entertain kids as he did it.
Yeah, he provides them a place of solace, a place of refuge. What do you think kids are watching when their parents are arguing and getting divorces, guys? They're not watching Garfield anymore. Look what that did for our generation.
Yeah,
Instead, they're watching Thomas the Train. They're wholesome little kids.
Yeah. Watching a train go into a cave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now you can't even say that. You know what I mean?
We don't even remember the little train that could, okay? He grew up, Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
He could and still is doing the hard work that is out here.
Going into caves.
Thomas.
Thomas, you know, he was
Diving
dating a
into
chick,
tunnels head first.
and they was like, oh, you know, Thomas was dating a girl.
Yeah, getting
Went
his-
over to his house, like, hey, what's Thomas doing over there? And he's like, oh, she's just running up a train. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Getting his beak
That's what he
wet.
said.
Getting his beak wet so much it fell off. Smooth face right now. Not me, him. Come on, guys. I have a good skincare routine.
And imagine how hard it was for Thomas, dude. He has to keep his eyes open the whole time. You know what I mean?
All the
He's
wind.
going like 60 miles an hour.
And he can't
you get
close his eyes.
rocks. You know what I mean?
He's got no eyebrows. When it's raining, when he's sweating, into his eyes.
And dude, everything.
Mosquitoes into his eyes.
Dude, oh, dude, that was suck so bad. You know what I mean?
Dude, when he hits people, the blood that splatters in his eyes.
His trauma.
And people wonder, why are you seeing red all the time? It's the blood in his eyes.
Yeah, dude, that's where the term came from, dude.
bloodshot
Thomas
eye.
the choo-choo train,
Yeah,
dude.
hemoglobin oculus for all you people out there that pay attention in science class.
Oh man, but yeah, it
He's
must
the
be,
original pink eye.
must be hard being him. You know what I mean? He can never sleep. We give up, you know, props to Alice. Dude, she's not like Thomas.
No.
No.
You know what I mean?
What a true hero.
True hero.
Always watching us. You know what I mean?
Always.
Shout out to Thomas, but thanks for saving us, Thomas. What's the next holiday?
The next one is National Farmers Day.
Ooh,
This is right up your alley.
Yeah.
And no wonder she came with her tractor suit on. You know what I mean? We were wondering what's going on. You don't got a bike, you know? She's like, well, I was doing tractor
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I was getting my soil ready.
Oh.
That's word on the street.
So what can you tell us about Farmers Day? How do you celebrate it out in the farmers community?
We pick the rest of our harvest and we celebrate at night.
So what's your harvest? What are you picking right now that you're almost done harvesting?
Corn.
Corn?
Yep.
And what about your watermelons? Is the watermelon still there?
No,
or-
the watermelons are done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I won't start until May again.
Did you guys sell
April.
out, or did you do good this year?
Yeah, we did pretty good. Pretty
what do you-
decent.
Decent. We thought with all the promotion.
Yeah, did you go through with the, I know I brought on some kombucha. Did that deal pan out? Jose wasn't a big fan, sadly. I
All this
like
kombucha. How did that
We're
work?
still waiting. We are
Still
still
waiting?
waiting for the
Okay.
news. Yeah.
And what kind of issues do you, as a farmer, like encounter with the FDA? You know, because right now they're just focused on the vaccine, but like when you're out there trying to put your product in the streets, like what kind of regulations do you have to follow as a farmer to get your products available to the general public?
We got to make sure that we follow the
WIDs,
WIDs and the
SOPs.
yeah, that too. And then make sure that when we fertilize the land or the ground that we use the right stuff instead of like the poisonous that will stick into the plant or
Oh,
into the
They're
watermelon.
using Monsanto, I
sounds
think.
like Democrats versus Republicans is what she's talking about. You know what I mean?
Donkeys versus elephants. Shout
Every
out to
day.
Gumbo.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So that's it. Yeah.
So what, you get your harvest, and then what kind of meal are you guys gonna have at the table? You know what I mean? If you're going to invite us, which she hasn't yet, you know what I mean?
Nope.
And it's about like 8 o'clock right now.
well, our meal won't be until Saturday. So
So what's gonna be on your table?
What's on the menu?
If you're gonna be like the Mona Lisa, you know what I mean? What are you gonna be providing us?
it's almost like Thanksgiving without the turkey.
And without the natives,
And
thanks
what-
to indigenous.
Will Mavis Beacon be allowed to go?
Yes, of course. She can serve.
She can serve.
Can you believe that?
I thought we've moved on from that, guys.
Yeah.
Apparently the farmers haven't, you know.
No, we have not.
You know?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. You know, maybe we're not gonna invite her there. You know, it's gonna feel very hostile environment. You know, all ice is gonna be there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, that's what I was gonna say. Let's look at it from her perspective. She is very diverse.
Are your
She's got a
employees going to be
farm.
allowed to go?
She
Yeah,
kicks people out that are
Some of
good at
them.
farming.
light skinned
You know, she's
one.
very diverse, and maybe, cancellation is around the corner. But let's give props where it's due, guys.
Yes.
All inclusive.
Oh, wow.
You can't spell inclusive without INCE, and there's ICE, ice.
Wow.
That's part of Alice's name.
Yes.
So, what are you guys even gonna eat? Because right now it sounds like they're not gonna eat anything. Just
Oh, I said corn.
it sounds like a
Mashed
vegan party.
potatoes.
You know what I mean?
some carne asada,
Oh, you are gonna get some meat at least.
some chicken. Yeah.
Oh.
I've never had chicken.
You
never
never
had
had some
chicken?
chicken? Oh, it's so good. It's fire.
That's your people's cannibals, right? Chicon has died, and that's your chicken. Just barbecue, just spit roast like a normal pig.
Chicken, man.
As long as I don't know what who it was.
You guys stick an apple in his mouth with some tahini. That's what you guys. That's
Some
what I eat.
limon,
Right.
tajin. Yeah.
Shout out to that taco
Sprinkle some
place I was
salsa
eating
in there.
human saw. Which one was that? Mi caramelito. Huh? Maybe
Yeah.
Alice, you know what I mean? Maybe Alice, she's there.
She's a supplier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe it was, connected to the farm over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was
Where do you
all-
think they were getting their meat from?
Alice Farm.
The tongue was actually human tongue.
Well, that's kind of a dark. Maybe how do you celebrate Farmers Day or Farm Day, Hoss?
I think I would go out and maybe you want to appreciate them, right? So you do some agriculture stuff. Go pick some apples off a tree. Go uproot some carrots, some potatoes. Kind of put yourself in their shoes just for a couple minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and then multiply that by several thousand hours. And you're like, oh, I see the work they put in. Maybe when I get the food in front of me, whatever it is you believe or don't believe in, just take a moment to shout out the farmers.
What about you, Javi?
How
How do you celebrate Farmers Day? Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Maybe buy some manure for them, as a gift to keep us fed. Donate some seeds, some dragon fruit maybe, seeds, so they can grow here, hopefully. And then they can harvest that. And I'll celebrate with them when it's done.
Look at that. Full circle.
Yeah.
Alice
Yes.
is keeping America fed, and she's
One day at a
fed.
time.
So, full circle for her.
Yes.
That's it. Full circle, full surface. You know what I mean? And is there any more holidays or?
No, that's it.
That's it. You know what I mean? But just what do you think? What are you thinking? Just a little bit sad. You don't think so? You haven't felt the mood a little bit
You're
in the air?
sad? Why are you guys sad?
Disloyalty. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? If someone was disloyal to you that you thought were loyal, wouldn't you be sad? I just heard a couple minutes ago, guys. I can't process emotions as fast as other people. And speaking of full circle, you don't know what doesn't come full circle? The letter C. Alice, ice. Okay?
Why are you throwing shots at me? What is going on today?
Hey, it's Halloween. You know what I mean? People got a couple of hidden
Spooky
secrets.
season.
You know what I mean? A couple of forbidden secrets.
What is going on?
You know what we need to do to test Javi's loyalty?
What?
I mean, we may not have them present now, but maybe these crystals are affecting my powers right now.
Oh,
And maybe
snap.
he deserves to give us a cleansing for these crystals. Because this will be the third cleansing, guys. I did it first. Jose did it second. And now Javi should probably cleanse these crystals because of his disloyalty. This is how he's going to redeem himself.
Let me see if the crystals are here.
I don't know if they are. I know that they were on the table last week, but you may have moved them.
Are they not on this table, Alice? On your heaven? On top of heaven over
my
here?
heaven. I don't see them on my heaven.
Or maybe you just do maybe we'll find the
prayer's fine.
crystals.
Yeah.
And
Maybe-
we'll do a practice.
practice
Yeah, we'll do a
cleanse?
practice cleanse.
A practice cleanse.
Yeah. So, Javi, this is how you're going to redeem yourself for your earlier betrayal.
And then he can
disloyalty.
plead for forgiveness. We're not going to tell him what to say, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we're American, proud patriots.
Treason. Whatever synonym.
Treason.
Or cinnamon.
Whatever reason
You
for
may pick.
treason he had. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Maybe he can come clean.
Trees in the distance, okay?
And let's see if he takes his hat off first.
What? I always take my head up when I talk to the Lord, guys. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray you cleanse the crystals and hopefully we find them because they're ruining the mood and making me disloyal to the family. Hopefully, I pray that you and the podcast family forgive me from the bottom of their hearts and their kindness. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Really good.
He didn't really cover his transgressions. You know what I mean?
All he talked about was our tribulations.
Yeah. You
But-
should have said, "These are my transgressions." You know what I
That
mean?
was
Like
a practice
Usher.
cleanse we discussed, guys.
That was
so-
practice, you know.
So you
I
better
tried
come
my
ready
best on my
next
first
You
time.
know what I mean?
Right?
You should. So, that really hurt, man. I don't appreciate that. That was
I'll apologize.
tough
I'm
for
sorry.
me.
But yeah, we've there's a rumor on the street circling, Host. Host was talking to manufacturers. He got back to the Da Vinci's. He got back to, Gordon B. Hinckley's of the world over in the Vatican. And I heard, there was a couple of, they were going to send a couple of shipments, you know what I mean? In a boat.
That is correct.
To the Americas from a foreign land.
Well, didn't they ship them already?
From Italy, actually. You know what I mean? They were going to be, we were going to see a couple of ships maybe come over here to the Western Indies. You know what I mean? So do you have an update maybe where your compass has been?
Yes, we're getting the shipment of none other than, of course, the masterpiece that is Mona Lisa and our beloved, most celebrated, and dearest to mine and Jose's heart, Mavis Beacon.
The Beacon of Hope?
They should be arriving, because remember, they're shipping across the sea. That was on October 2nd. They do have to basically they have to go to the Continental Railroad.
They have to transition.
Yeah. And they have to basically cross. Transatlantic, guys. So they go back into the ocean and then back again. But they're coming to my doorstep on the 15th. That's the estimated time of arrival. But Columbus wasn't good with his dates or where he was going, so let's hope we get them.
Hopefully, but now they try to put a GPS thing on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the hard part about, the transatlantic, when it's crossing there, because it's still transitioning,
mind,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is the ship going to make it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, if the ship goes sideways, the world's economy goes down. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't want that.
You guys are in California, there's all the boats and they're stuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're trans, guys. You know what I mean? In the transatlantic, they're stuck. You know what I mean? You guys have seen the videos on YouTube where they have like the two waters. That's where they meet. The Pacific and the Indian Ocean and the Algerian Ocean current is coming through the reservoir of which one is it called, House?
The Panama Canal.
The reservoir of the water, and it just creates this current that looks like 4 giant squares that they say you can't swim in these.
And guess what? That river that surpasses that goes into Lake Erie, okay, in the States.
And why do you think it's so weird?
Well, it's because Halloween's right around the corner. It's called Lake Erie. It's too much of a coincidence for me.
One person that loves to dress up for Halloween.
Javi.
It's not Javi, you know what I mean? Because he tried to take Cynthia on a date, remember?
And he couldn't even remember what she was wearing.
He said a Playboy bunny.
Well, he says he thinks it was Playboy bunny.
But Alice, you know what I mean? She's a woman of many costumes, you know what I mean?
Yep.
In her bag, people think, Alice, what does she have in there?
When we talked about STDs earlier, guess what species in the world is known for some STDs?
You know what I mean?
Australia. A land of fugitives, okay? If there's anyone that needs to be canceled, it's Australia. It was a big prison, okay? They're all descendants of criminals.
It is a big prison, right?
Yeah.
And we got the chlamydia koala over there, you know what I
Chlamydia
mean?
corner, CC. Shout out to you, cuz.
You know what I mean? And Alice, it's because she got that because she went over to Australia, you know what I mean? And in Australia, right down with COVID, they have a lockdown, you know what I mean? So they're like, humans can't be outside. She dressed up as a fucking koala.
She was so
That's how she
kind,
escaped?
Yeah, but she brought me a delicacy out there, excuse me. It's koala cola. It's basically their version of Coca-Cola, but infused with the blood of koalas that have deceased. They don't kill the koalas for the cola, guys. They just wait for them to fall off the tree, snap their neck, slit their throat, dip it in some koala cola.
Oh, dude, you got chlamydia, dude.
I might, who knows?
Koala
But it doesn't
cola?
matter because I've been neutered.
Dude, that would suck. You're neutered and you still get chlamydia.
Well, I can't spread it, so I think I'm okay.
That would suck.
Dude,
You haven't done the deed in like ever, and you get chlamydia.
Dude, you haven't done the deed forever, right? You go on an expedition to Australia, and you get one of those
Coca-Cola.
koalas. They hug you, a koala.
Yeah, I'm
You
sitting
come
there
back with
thinking
chlamydia?
I have nothing but nice little warm little bear, and then I come back with chlamydia. I'm like, what the fuck?
You get to the
You
doctor.
should have given me a Bernstein bear, not these chlamydia-infested creatures.
Do you go to the doctor like?
What do you call them? Einstein or Epstein bears now?
Manila effect.
I don't know who's Freddie Mercury bears. He's
Ooh,
got
the
so much
koalas?
disease. Yeah,
Because imagine you get the chlamydia from the koala, right?
yeah.
You go to the doctor, and you know what they always say when you have an STD. You know what I mean? Because you had so many. You can't spread them.
I can't even spread them. I could cure diseases. I could cure them. They could all just. I'm willing to do that for humankind. I have more than just mental powers. I have the capacity to end all of disease.
Host is our savior.
It's in my fucking blood. It doesn't affect my immune system.
He's healthier than a rock. Look at him.
I could sell my blood.
So, but look, you go to the doctor, right? And then you got
Wait,
chlamydia.
hold on. You know, why don't you just drink regular Coke? Wouldn't that cure it?
Well, I've made Red Bull before, and that didn't cure it.
Damn it.
That's Red Bull and Coca-Cola mixed together.
And then he got Ebola because of it. You know what I mean?
Because I did wash my
God
hands.
damn it.
But guess what? I picked up a koala.
You know, but I was gonna try to say, so
I stay away from bats, though.
you get a koala, you get chlamydia. Now the doctor tells you, hey, you got to call back, you know, the people that you were with.
Well, I hope I have unlimited. It's a good thing I have unlimited minutes.
You call back the koala that was all over you. He's like, bitch, you know I had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's the only person that touched you was a koala.
Show me the facts.
The Carfax, dude.
But instead of the commercial of that fox, I have a koala there.
Do you think somebody can look up a koala penis, or what do you think their penis looks like?
I have no idea.
Yeah, if you had a guess, maybe we can look after. Maybe we'll go around. We'll take a guess what a koala penis looks like, and then I would probably say it looks like a candy corn. That's what I would say it looks like.
Javi, you're next.
What?
That's a
sounded-
garden snake, but just like a short, stumpy one.
I don't know,
What do you
dude.
mean? So just like a little.
Yeah, like it's got the pointy head and then just a small little shaft.
I agree with host.
God, stop using your powers, Oz.
That 2-for-1. I was
Like
gonna say
Alice,
like
my
a candy
powers
cane, you
never
know, kind of slim, pretty like.
You're gonna say
Like
winter?
a curve, go like a.
Maybe a
Is it
curve
gonna
to
have a
hook,
hook?
you know? Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, aren't they known for rape?
They are.
That's how they get chlamydia, guys.
Yeah, dude. So
You know
they
what I
just
mean?
he hooks whatever he
Like,
claims. you know?
come here.
Yeah.
No,
Kind of like Mortal Kombat.
What?
Get over here.
Yeah.
And just
Scorpion was designed after koala guys.
damn, dude.
His powers, not
Knowledge.
his design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a rapist.
That's why he has
Koalas
that
are.
mask. The chlamydia's affecting him so bad he can't breathe on his own.
So
And
you would
it's
say.
painful, there's morphine in it.
So you
too.
would say it's like a candy cane?
I think so.
Yeah. And you're saying like a garter snake, and Alice, so is Alice. You know what I mean? And I'm saying like a candy corn.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Should we just eradicate koalas? You're thinking? I think that's kind of the vibe I'm getting so far.
I mean,
They're high all the time.
What
From
they do-
whatever they
don't
eat.
even do anything. They look like little just old men. You know what I mean?
they spread diseases. They're men with the cul-de-sac haircut where they're bald on top. They got the little hair in the back. The kids don't do nothing but leech off their mother's pouches. They're marsupials, if you didn't know that. And they're little assholes. And, you know, the people of Australia might have an opinion of no, but you guys are fucking criminals, okay? So you get a choice.
Dude, Australia, all their animals suck, dude. Koalas,
Kangaroos.
STDs, kangaroos. Yeah, they like to fight. You know what I mean? They're giant rats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Capybaras.
Yeah, they got spiders over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tarantulas the size of dinner plates.
Yeah, they're. It's like, dude, no wonder they're like freaking chlamydia infested thing. It's like the closest thing they could get to a nice animal. You know what I mean?
Yes, they're the way that their accent really isn't an accent. They've just been stung by poisonous creatures, and their tongue is heavy.
Dude, that would suck because they say you eat on average about 843 bugs. Is it a year or is it every 3 months?
It's every 2 months.
Every 2 months in Australia. You know what I mean? So holy crap.
I mean,
So
I guess they
that's
get
why
good-
they talk like that, because they've been kind of
They get
poisoned
stung,
or,
yeah.
or sedated with
So
whatever
got,
they
like, a
eat.
heavier
Right.
tongue.
And can you say it a little bit with the, you know, you've
their
traveled all
accent.
over the world?
Yeah, I mean, you
Mr.
want me
Worldwide over
What
here?
do you want me to
Right.
do?
I don't know, I don't know what Australians sound like. I'm not too much familiar with the Australian.
Twikey, I would like a steak right now.
And then what else?
Extra rare.
Soraya. Oh, I like that, dude. They also have a Tasmanian tiger. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, they do.
Have you guys heard about Tasmanian tiger?
Not
Harvey?
about
Of
the
course you
tiger,
haven't. What
no.
about you, Alice?
No, I sure haven't.
You know what I mean? Should we
Yeah.
educate them about
We're
the
not
Tasmanian
as cultured
tiger?
as you guys.
Right?
I wish I could travel the world, you know?
So, as we all know, tigers are native to Australia, and the Tasmanian devil originated, believe it or not, from where, Jose?
From Madagascar, you freaking idiots.
So they imported a male Tasmanian devil over and they waited for the female tiger to become in heat. Well, have you seen the size of a tiger? Have you seen the size of a Tasmanian devil? Smaller creature. They just threw that right up in its chaunch, busted nut, climbed right out.
And anything goes in Australia. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And 39 months later, because that's how long the pregnancy cycle of a tiger lasts, 39 months,
Damn.
a Tasmanian tiger pops out.
Yeah.
Or TD, as they call it out there.
Because in Australia, any creation's possible. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, Jesus is from, Jerusalem or, wherever he's from over in the Middle East. He's from Australia, guys. How do you think he created us? Anything's possible in Australia. You know what I mean?
The
People
most
are trying
diverse place on
to,
Earth.
DNA and trying to tamper and trying to clone the mammoths. Just,
Just go to Australia. It'll work.
you know what I mean? Anything
Prime
happens.
conditions.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? They made the mule over there.
They made the liger.
The liger. You know what I mean? They made the camel spider over
Murder
there.
wasps? Where else are you going to get murder and wasps together?
Yeah.
How do you mate a verb with a creature, guys? Australia figured it out.
Dude, just imagine the camel spider, dude. Have you seen a camel fuck a spider, host?
Or the other way around.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they got the big spiders over there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they
Dinner
got
plate.
a miniature camel and,
Oh.
got a little, threw him a little thing, spun him,
Yeah,
spun him in his little web.
The spider tickled the
Now,
camel
do they
tail
lay
and one thing
eggs
led
or
to
are
another.
they live born?
Huh?
Do the camel spiders lay eggs or are they like?
Do they
It
make?
depends on
Do they
who-
spin
it
a
depends on
way?
the
Oh,
female.
Yeah, because
What the
some
heck
could
is that
be
called?
more mammal or they could be insectopians, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
The
So it just
arachnids.
depends. It's kind of like Nido Queen and Nidoran, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're both the same, Nidoran and Nidoran, but they could be Nidorino or Nidorina.
As they start to grow up, they go one way or the other.
Nido Queen or Nido, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, because people in Mexico, they try to do the same thing. Because Mexico tries to steal everything, you know what I mean? Oh, we're going to make a little Australia. The closest
I thought
thing they
that was
got to
Colombia.
Australia, they
Right.
made a mule.
Yeah.
Who even likes mules?
Mules don't even like themselves.
You know what I mean? They hate themselves so much, they're
Eeyore
sterile.
from-
They can't even reproduce, you know what I
No.
mean? He's like, I'm not bringing any more of myself into this world, you know
They
what I mean?
medically castrate themselves.
From birth, dude. You
So
know
that's
what I mean?
why the Winnie the Pooh guy is always depressed and
That's
stuff.
why he's sad, dude.
Dang.
Dude, he's a eunuch. He doesn't have any privates. Haven't you seen Winnie the Pooh? He walks around with no pants.
So he castrated himself because he's a mule.
Well, that's how he was born, dude. It's Jesus. He did all of that.
Oh,
all
dude.
the damage,
I'm sorry.
dude.
Thanks for educating me, guys.
Right.
Yeah,
The
man.
depressed one's Eeyore.
Yeah.
but that's
that's what
what
I
he's
said.
talking about.
You said Winnie the Poo.
No, I
He
said
said he was
from.
from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You know?
Yeah, well,
But he said it in this weird voice. He tries to be too cool and talk like,
Yeah.
What did he say, Javi?
I'm talking like a koala.
You know what I mean?
you sound like you got peanut butter in your mouth.
Dude, but
And we know
what-
you swing both ways.
Molasses coming out of my mouth.
Wouldn't it be mad? Wouldn't it be sad to be a mule, though? You think?
I think so.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, nobody talks about mules, dude.
They have identity issues. They don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah, they look in the mirror, dude.
Yeah, because they're bi species.
Yeah. Dude, that was...
Am I a horse or am I a donkey? And like on top of that, what horse? If you're a Clydesdale or a pony, that fucking sucks. I'm like a nice wild Mustang. I'm out of horse species. I don't know any other species.
Like, how do you tell your son that he's a mule? You know what I mean? Or your daughter?
Hey, jackass.
You know what I mean? Like when, because they're growing up, and first it looks like it looks like the other kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're playing, they're in the playground. You know what I mean? But then they start to get old. They're about teenagers, and now Mario the Mule. You know what I mean?
This is when inbreeding makes sense, is what I'm getting out of this, guys, right? Because they're always like, oh, if you're not inbreeding, you're mixing with better DNA, especially like interracial relationships. Well, it's not working out for the animal kingdom now, is it? Right? You got a horse, you got a donkey, they make a mule. That mule can't even have offspring.
They try to
So
be
that-
progressive.
This-
See
this
what
is-
happens.
The
You know what I
progressive
mean?
agenda is actually trying to wipe out humanity,
Yeah.
guys.
And people here are concerned about supremacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we canceled,
Come on,
we
guys.
canceled Diversity Day in lieu of what? A declining population of human race? This is what we're after?
No wonder we have all these side effects. I need glasses like an idiot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got vaccines for 20 different things.
God.
Only
Back-
20?
Yeah, back in the day, people lived long lives and would die out of dysentery at the age of 22.
Because they had so much fun living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think they died? Dude, they just wanted to die. They were excited.
What did Drake
Live
say?
fast,
Everybody
die
dies, but
young.
not everybody
YOLO.
lives.
Yeah.
I actually think Rod Digga said that first, so Rod Digga sued Drake for that line. Pretty sure you said that first.
So
Yeah.
that's what. Because mules, it would be tough. You know what I mean?
It would be tough to be a
You go
mule.
to the playground. You know what I mean? You're the only mule. And they're like, ooh, dude, God forbid your dad picks you up and that's a fucking donkey. You know what I mean? He goes in there. All the other dads look super good.
Yeah, he's
They're
a
all
fucking
these
moron.
stallions
Yeah.
and Mustangs and shit. And then you get your dad, the fucking donkey, to pick you up, dude. Oh, that would suck,
A
dude.
fucking burro. Just a burro of a man.
You
Or
get
a burro.
embarrassed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Dude, dad, don't pick me up.
Dude,
you
at
know what I
that
mean?
point, he wants to be an orphan, guys.
Yeah.
He wants to be an orphan.
Have you guys not seen Shrek, dude? He didn't have any parents, dude. He abandoned them,
He'd
dude.
rather be next to an ogre than his own parents. If that doesn't tell you how sad donkeys are or mules are, I don't know what to tell you.
Because that is true. You never see mules with their kids, dude.
Never.
The mules with their parents. You know what I mean? Where was the last time you see like National Geographic? They got the stallions with the ponies and stuff like that.
You see bears, mama bear, right? You hear they take care of their kids. Kangaroo moms have their kids literally in their front pocket.
Dude,
Where do you think the mules are going?
they
They're
can't.
abandoned.
They can't even keep up with their parents. They're so fucking slow, dude. And you got these guys, the wild horses. You know what I mean? In the pictures.
Yeah.
You know how they have those.
They're
You can see
galloping.
you can see if you look really close to one of those, you can see the mule in the background.
Yeah, you think it's just a rock, a black rock, or a red rock, or whatever the color these mules are. Okay, guys, I don't discriminate. Every color, it's a mule.
Yeah, you thought they were stepping over a river? No, they're stepping over the tears of the mule.
Yeah.
They got left all the way fucking behind.
You've seen the music video "Bound" by Kanye and Kim Kardashian. That was a public service announcement to raise awareness for all the mules left behind. Right? I know you're tired, and the mule's tired from running, trying to keep up with the horses. You've seen the opening credit scene and the ending. It's a bunch of horses running away from a mule. Shout out to Kanye for raising awareness for that.
And then, the piece of shit, George Bush, he cares more about kids, makes no child left behind, no kid left behind, instead of doing
No mule left behind, guys.
exactly.
And in
you know what I mean?
in the drug community, they call someone who travels carrying drugs, who is very dispensable and low IQ and educated, a mule. Do you think that's a coincidence? They're drug mules. They're idiots. They have nothing else to contribute to society other than transportation. And now we wonder why Thomas the Train is fucking depressed. He's a mule.
It all
We
makes
just
sense.
discovered
Poor
that.
bastard.
It's
He's
all
a
the
fucking
circle
mule.
coming
He's a
back.
mule of the transatlantic continental railway community.
Oh, dude, yeah, you guys, we're just getting them woke. They're concerned about Indigenous Day in Columbus. Dude, all the
The
oppression,
real
dude.
problem
Right.
is being a
Mules,
fucking mule.
You heard it here first, guys. You thought you were coming here to laugh.
You should do a TED talk about this,
You know?
Let's get hosts on a TED talk.
Yeah, dude. freaking-
Talking about mules.
mules are
Mules.
struggling out there, you know what I mean?
There's real struggle. Meanwhile, we're worried about other things like, we need to build ramps. There's plenty of able-bodied people that can lift up a wheelchair, guys. I've done it a couple times myself.
You know who would gladly help you cross the
Buy a
street?
wheelchair with the spinning wheels that can go upstairs. I've seen them.
Get a mule. It'll take you upstairs.
It'll
what I
give
mean?
it purpose. It'll make it happy. Maybe we can start turning these lives around.
So shout out to mules, huh? And the mule community, you know what I
We
mean?
answered one of the biggest mysteries in the U.S. with our last topic of conversation, but I don't know if there's another mystery that's gone unsolved, Alex.
I don't think that was even a mystery, dude.
It was.
We just solved it ourselves. Used the powers, you know what I
The
mean?
thing is, people didn't know what they don't know. It was a mystery. They didn't know it was a mystery until we brought it up.
Because that's what makes sense. It felt a little bit dark. You know what I mean? It felt a little bit weird, a little bit eerie. And it was the cry of a mule.
A little bit like Erie, shout out Michigan.
The cry of the mule to help us get the word out. You know what I mean? Through a host's powers. And I appreciate you, host.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. So the mystery for today is how many people's phone number do you know by heart?
I know one, and that's Lord himself. It's called prayer.
Amen.
Preach, preach.
Voicemail.
Let's see, probably 5.
Dude, I know Javis. That's it, dude.
I mean, you know your own. You would count that yourself. I
Yeah.
mean, not that you'd have to call yourself unless maybe you lose your phone and you're like, hey, can I borrow your phone so I can call myself or whatever. But
Because Javi would always have to pick me up, you know?
yeah.
Take me anywhere. And he had the first phone, dude. Remember the feeling when... Who had the first phone? Did your brother have the first phone, or did both of you get the phone?
We got it at the same time.
Yeah, because not us, dude. Javi had the only phone, you know what I mean?
Because he's so fucking cool.
Yeah. he
Too
could
cool for
text
school.
girls.
Like,
You know what I mean?
If we're gonna spend money on these kids to have a cell phone,
You used
let's
to
give it
call
to the
me
coolest one. That's a return on investment.
So he could text girls. You know, I'm still there writing freaking notes like a simp. You know what I mean? And they would say simps before chimps. You know, because now I'm a chimp because I don't have technology. You know, so I had to know hobbies. I would be like, hey, send me a picture of your butt. You know, maybe Hobby will let me see it. He would get them, and then he would steal my girls.
Yeah.
He'd be like, hey, what's up? Oh no, this is actually Javi, you know what I mean? Yeah, Jose doesn't have a phone. This is my phone. What's up, Shotty? Shotty wanna fuck, you know what I mean?
That's exactly how.
Bottles in the club, you know what I mean?
Sounds like he's been disloyal for many years.
Oh my god.
You know, that's just another example, you know what I mean? So he could text, he could call, and guess what I would have to do? Watch him do all those things. And then call, oh, let me borrow your phone. I need to call Javi to pick me up.
That's sad.
What about you, Alice? Did you have to go through the same hardship, or
No, I had my own phone.
you had your own phone from the beginning too?
Yeah,
No hardships.
no hardships.
Dang, I'm just surrounded by a bunch of privileged people, I guess. Huh?
Well, I mean, I had to work to get
I
my
do love
phone.
America, you know.
God, man, I'm feeling left out, guys. I don't know. Maybe you guys can enlighten me a little bit, you know?
I mean, I was just answering how many phone numbers I had memorized, okay? I wasn't talking about who betrayed me as a teenager, although I can feel for you on that.
But what's
So
it like
much
getting your first
betrayal.
phone? That's what I'm trying to ask, you know?
I mean, you had a first phone at some point, right?
But for you, it was a little bit cooler, you know what I mean? Because I had it later.
How old were you?
Dude, I had to use Javi's phone probably till I was like freaking 17, dude, or 18.
Because I got my first phone when I was 16.
Yeah?
Same.
Yeah, so I drove before
It's
I
about
got
the
my
same.
phone. But I mean, my dad was like, these are expensive. I'm willing to, because I couldn't sign up as a 16-year-old. He said, you're paying for it. The month you can't pay for it, I'm canceling it all. So like, I
Alright.
had to pay for it all, yeah. But it was cool. It was a flip phone. I remember Samsung, and kids these days may not know, but you had to like hit the key 3 times, or however many times to get to the letter.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, but then you remember they came with
you
the,
could-
the fast dial?
Yeah.
That you would just hit the key and then figure out the word?
Yeah, but I remembered even like in class, you could open it up in your pocket, because back then, oversized jeans was the deal. And I would just text without
You would
ever
just
looking
lift
at it
up
because
your
I
pocket
memorized.
Right.
Like Braille.
Yeah,
Thanks to who?
nothing but us.
Mavis Beacon, because she taught you how to type in any sort of typing devices. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah. But you would just
Shout out to her.
hit the keys
Right
and
there.
you would know. You'd memorize. This one's 3 hits. This one's 2 hits. And this is a space bar. I would be able to send a text without ever looking at it.
And
Same.
do you guys
So-
remember
So
like when
I was
Talented
not
then.
that talented.
when emojis started getting invented, but it was like with the words, you know, the little semicolon with the parentheses.
Colon, yeah.
But and then somebody
your
would
cancer
up you.
screening.
You know what I mean? They would, you know, them. They would make a Hello Kitty and they would send it to you. You're
Or
like,
they show a guy like saluting or some
yeah.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Something
That's
It
not
super
looked like he was
patriotic.
pointing at the sky. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
dude, what's
It was
this one?
Babe Ruth?
And he had a mustache. I don't think
Yeah.
it was Babe Ruth. You know what I mean? But yeah, do you guys remember that? What kind of stuff would you send Javi? Because you know, Javi, he used to be a little bit more romantic. You know what I mean? I know we've put him on the spot, and you know, sometimes he doesn't deliver that much. But back in the day, what kind of text?
Rarely.
What kind of text would you send? You know what I mean? When you first got your phone
he would
to
send
No, I
Playboy
think
to
no.
a girl,
Back then I was lazy. I would just call.
you would call.
Yeah, and texts were like, I think back then it was like pretty expensive, like 10 cents or something. So
Oh yeah.
like,
Then like after 9, it was free.
something like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
I
after
just remember
9
after 9 you would
Yeah.
call and be like, hey, like you.
Then
on
they
the
had
phone
like
for fucking
100
ever.
texts is what your limit was, and then
Yeah, so
anything
I was like,
after
my
that,
dad would not let me text at all, really,
yeah.
until like the unlimited stuff, you
yeah.
know,
started
weekends.
coming in.
And I don't know when the
This guy was even too cool to fucking text.
yeah.
Damn, dude.
Everyone's like, oh, texting is a new thing. It's like, no, fuck text. I'm calling.
And you could text you could text on your phone or
Yeah, I
what?
could text on mine.
So what was your first text? What did he send? Can you remember?
It was actually because my buddies had already had a phone. I think they called that Caucasian privilege. I don't know. It could have changed by now. But it was to go play some basketball. Oh. They're like, hey, we're going to meet up at this park. Let's play some ball. Like, you know, bring your gear. Like, all right, cool. What time are you going to... Like, that... It was something to the effect of, all right, what time are you going to be there? Like, that was my first text.
What about you, Alice? Do you remember your first text?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Dude, I just remember like how excited you get to get a text, you know what I mean? And dude, what did we even say before LOL?
Nothing.
Nothing. You didn't
It was just
laugh,
like
man.
straight, yeah. It was,
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
business.
yeah.
Dang, probably none of that, huh?
No.
Because it was just like, oh, maybe the smiley face, but that was it, huh? You had sad face, smiley face.
Yeah, not even a laughing emoji.
And then they had the smiley face that had like the W, you did that. That was like, you know, you want to get a little weird, you know?
Yeah.
They had
I
that
don't.
one, but
I don't
Yeah, I
remember
don't know
that one.
well, hey, you know what I mean? Someone was like to get
We
weird.
grew
You
up in
know what I mean?
different times, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my phone later.
barely
I mean,
remember.
you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I remember because Alice in one of the, I think on how to suck toes, or one of the episodes that we were talking, you know, that you cuddle your, you know, your phone to bed. Oh, your boo's texting
Yeah.
you. Oh, because remember you could put the background picture finally. Remember?
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember that.
And
Like
you'd have
first,
custom
you couldn't do-
ringtones.
Yeah, you couldn't do it at first, and then all of a sudden you could take a picture.
Yeah.
And you could put your freaking crush on there. You know, you take a picture of your crush. Remember that? You'd be like, "Hey, let me take a picture of you with my cell phone." You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And then
be
you,
my-
and then I
Oh,
mean, back in
yeah.
the day,
I
you'd
do
still,
remember.
I mean, you could either listen to the radio or through your computer.
That's
play
what
a
I did.
song and record
Yeah.
it, and
That's
then
what I
make
did
that
with
your
my phone.
ringtone.
And they call you, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They sounded all static.
can you still do that? Is that still a
Pulling it
thing?
off of
I don't know.
U92.
We should bring it back.
Well,
It should, right?
ringtones?
Yeah, like the playback ones, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that still exists through Verizon.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
think Bryce is the only
Yeah.
one that has it.
Okay.
But what would you do, Javi? What picture? Who was the first girl that you put a picture on? Do you remember?
No, I do not remember.
No?
No.
Like your honey or what? Anything cool? Like what was one of your first
3
backgrounds?
megapixel pictures? I don't remember.
A shoe or anything like
You know, I
that?
figured out why Javi's memory's so bad. It's not bad. I know what it is.
What?
You know when people like look in the past because they hold on to it too much? He's so busy being so cool in the present moment that past means nothing to him.
Oh, damn. Really? Javi?
Dang.
Yeah. That's really what it is. 'Cause
Like
I
his
don't-
life is so good now. He does like, you know, we look fun. Oh, how fun was it when I'd stay up to like 4 a.m. and was able to fall
You know what
asleep
fun
for
is?
2
This
hours
is fun.
and-
Right?
and then
Right
go to
now,
work.
my
This
current
guy was like
existence.
everything's just cool now.
My credit score is fun right now.
That's what it is. It's not selective memory. It's not terrible memory. He's just so busy living his best life
in the moment.
in the moment that he doesn't care about the past because the past
Or the
is
future.
exactly that, the past.
Yeah.
What about you, Alice? Can you tell us some stories about your phone? Like, you know, when you're texting some honeys or, you know?
I
Because
just-
we used to sing together. We did talk about that. We would sing to some honeys on the phone, you know?
oh yeah.
But what kind of text would you send? Something cute back in the day, you think?
I don't remember the texts that I sent.
Do you remember pictures or no?
No, but I remember when I first got my phone, my screen thing, my back screen.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I had was a picture of Jessica Alba.
Okay, so now, do you guys remember that double-sided phone from like Sprint or something?
I know how it feels to be double crossed, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's
So
kind of like that
hurt.
feeling, but with the phone. You know what I mean? I had
I
that
don't know what you're
one.
talking about.
Dude, I'll have to Google this for you guys, and we can show it on later.
Was it the chocolate?
A screen in the back?
I think it was. That might be it. Yeah, it was like a screen in the front, and screen in the back, and one of them had like the number keys or whatever, and you could text, and the other one was like to play music and stuff.
Oh, really?
I think it was
And it
the
came with-
chocolates.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna have to pull up a
It's
picture. and show
Verizon
you.
wireless exclusive.
I think it was Sprint, but
Oh,
because I was heavy with
They
Sprint
have the
back
That's
then.
the
knockoffs.
chocolate. It was Verizon. I'll put money on that.
God, dude. And I remember
Possibly.
actually my first one of my buddies gave it to me. Shout out to
Yeah.
Ganges and Ryan, and he gave me my first phone. It was like a old like flip phone, a Sprint phone.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't like that much of an upgrade from his. You know what I mean? He just like had one.
yeah.
And I remember I activated that bad boy, and then I finally, oh, hey, shawty, we can text. You know what I mean? I went to school. You know, I gave it a little wipe, cleaned it out pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
went
You-
to school the next day.
Do you guys remember the juke phones?
yes.
Where they were just like a jumbo size marker, like a Sharpie, but then you'd flip it up
Flip
like
it, and it would go
pivot.
this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pocket knife, like
Yeah, exactly.
like the barber knife.
But those did, yeah, but that didn't last very
Oh, I
long.
found
Because it was like so tiny. Imagine
Yeah, it's
talking
like the
this.
buttons were small. People were like, I can't
can't-
fucking text.
There's no way to zoom in. But this was my first like the cool phone, where it was like a MP3 player in the back, and on the other side it was just a regular phone, and
This
it was
shows you
slim.
how uncool and poor I was. I've never seen that phone before.
Dude, yeah,
Let me see. I want to see
Yeah.
this.
I've never seen that phone before.
I love that thing. I had it in red too, so it would stand out. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember this.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me show the viewers so they could see. Y'all remember that phone right there?
Nobody, because nobody had it but me.
Oh shit, where am I
Yeah.
going?
Yeah. Dude, like, and it came with like a leather case. You know, I felt so grown back then.
God, what,
This
dude? That's why
guy.
you got so cocky, huh? All from the phone. That's the stem of his problems, dude.
No,
The
it was first
invention of
being
the cell
Jesus.
phone.
That's why my kid will never have a phone now. You know,
It was
I gotta
being
humble
Jesus,
him
huh?
down.
Yeah, but I remember, dude. And then I remember the one thing that scared me though from texting the shawties. You know what I mean? Because I get, you know, It wasn't sexing. I don't think that was even a thing back then. You say, "Oh,
No, I
I
don't
miss
think
you,
so.
your face." Well, you couldn't even be that dirty yet. No, the phones first came out.
I would never.
What, he did that, Alice? Is that what you
No.
said?
I would receive a lot of nudie pics back then.
Back then?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, right? So, let's say Javi...
Because that phone doesn't have a camera, so I couldn't send any pictures.
So
but I could receive a whole bunch.
I'm just going to put this out there, right? So, let's say you found that phone, right?
Yeah, I would go back to that phone ASAP.
Okay,
Same.
so let's say you found it right now. You went back to it, and you opened the gallery, and it's all those pictures that you got back in 8th and 9th
That would be
grade.
so crazy.
Huh?
Well, now I would be
Would he
considered
be
a
a pedophile?
pedophile.
Right?
Would he get arrested? You know what I mean? For child paraphernalia.
As the unofficial lawyer of this podcast, I'm gonna say, yeah, you want to get rid of that.
Well,
Huh?
I'm sure it's long gone now, but
So, guys, if you have any old cell phones,
yeah,
you know,
before you were
from when you were
18,
Right?
kids,
destroy them.
all these
Destroy them.
You throw it into a
Don't even
cup of
save them anymore.
Kids,
all these kids.
if you're
before I keep
18
my
or under,
Game
do
Boy,
not
you know?
send nudie pics.
Uh-oh.
PSA, please do
Well,
not.
not now, Javi. We're talking about. Did you hear him?
No, I'm
He's
telling
telling
him
you-
not to.
What?
Do
Dude,
not.
I said do not send nudie pics if you're
18
under
and
18.
younger.
Oh yeah, if not, you can send them. You're married, Javi.
Not to us.
What the heck?
Send it to
I'm-
your
it's a penis.
specific people.
Wow, these
I'm trying to
perverts,
save
huh?
everybody.
No, for
Don't send
general
nudie
public,
period like any
all.
at all.
Dude, I thought you were dehydrated. I didn't know you were this thirsty.
unless we're
Bobby.
consulting adults. You know what I mean?
21 and over. God
But
damn it.
isn't that a good point? You don't
40.
think so?
Just go 40.
40 and up.
Everybody that's keeping their Game Boys and everything else, the
Oh, I wish I
Yeah.
still had mine.
you know?
Hey, that'd actually be
Your old
funny.
phone?
No, my
dude,
old
if you want to spice
Game-
it up with your significant other, if you're a male, you know, there's like this common thing where they put their penises next to another object. Put it next to a Bop It. Put it next to a classic Game Boy. You know,
Oh, the
to
Game
give you
Boy brick?
perspective, yeah. Because
Holy
if your girl
moly.
doesn't understand the reference of what the size is, she's too young for you, buddy.
I'd have to get a little Tamagotchi so mine could look big, dude. You know what I mean? That'd probably be the only way, dude. If not, dude, it looks like a little freaking, what is it, a little roly-poly-oly, dude. Like, what's this, dude? Got a little tiny carrot penis, you know what I mean?
What do you have your sausage on your Game Boy Advance?
Tamagotchi.
It's
I
a
forgot about
Tamagotchi.
Those are awesome. I always killed mine,
You
though.
had a Tamagotchi, yeah, huh?
I killed mine real quick.
I had whatever the knockoff one was. You know, there was like a cheaper version of it.
No.
I feel like there
Would
was.
it even work?
It worked for like 5 days. Yeah.
But Al, you said what? You said you have a Game Boy or a Game Girl? Which one was it?
I had a Game Boy. I wish I still had it. It was like the purple clear ones.
Oh,
where,
I
like
had
you
that
would
one
see
too, remember that
inside.
one?
Yeah.
See, that's the only thing I never had was a Game Boy.
Dude, that Game Boy, the purple one, was like the first like girl color as a boy. That was cool. Remember?
Well, because it was like translucent.
Yeah.
And you could see the insides. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, dude, you were cool if you had the purple one.
You really were.
I
I
had
thought
the
I
Yellow
was.
Ranger, not cool. You get the purple Game Boy, the coolest kid on the block, dude. You know what I
Purple,
mean?
Yeah.
And you guys remember you could put like a magnifier screen on your Game Boy to make it look like a big screen?
Remember, and then it didn't have a backlight back then, so you had to plug in like this little lamp. If
But
you
with
wanted to play in the
battery,
dark,
and it
yeah.
would put, dude,
Yeah.
you would throw the light
All
on
these
it.
attachments.
Dude, that was so fun, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the original iPhone, selling all these attachments for the thing that didn't work.
Heck yeah.
And they would have the you would get like a cool pouch for your Game Boy. Some of the rich kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got this like foldable case, and it's got the extra battery packs, the rechargeable batteries.
And let's be honest, the only games worth playing on the Game Boy, Pokemon. That's it. You don't go back and play the other games. They're not good. They're not good at all. Pokemon's where it's at.
Oh, I like the Donkey Kong one.
Donkey Kong.
Okay, the
Oh, that
platformers.
was a
All
good
the
one, too.
platformers. I'll give you that.
Donkey Kong was
A
good.
legit platformer game that would work.
That was so
That's
fun,
it.
dude.
Game Boy Advance. Remember how advanced it really was?
Game Boy Advance SP, even more advanced.
And then you just see like the graphics are just that much better. The Game Boy Color was cool because it had like 5 colors. Then you got the Game Boy Advance. It's got a couple hundred colors.
Dude, I remember I was playing with the Game Boy Advance, and I was trying to Game Boy Advance SP, because that one came with a charger. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Dude, and I was in English class, and I was trying to plug it in with the teacher not looking at me, like, you know, I was trying to like sneak it into the plug, and I was holding it weird. I was holding it to the metal parts there of the Game Boy, and I plugged it into the wall, dude. I was like, but I was like, when I shook like that for a little bit, I was able to let go, dude. Just like, dude, I was like, all right, dude, I
Your
stopped
hair's
playing
all
with the
sticking
Game
up.
Boy. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what happened.
She
but-
just thought you were reenacting Thriller from Michael Jackson.
Hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? You thought I was scared, you know, that I was
Yeah.
excited, but Yeah, R.I.P. to Game Boys. And then I got one number memorized, you know?
Just hobbies.
And then what about Alice?
I have 2. Sometimes 2. Mostly just 1.
Should we put her to the test? See if she can call that number she's got memorized?
Yeah.
You got my phone right there. Type it in because it's not in.
Do you want me to call my mother right now? I think she's
call
asleep.
her.
Call her.
Ooh, he's gonna call her mom.
I don't know how to.
Number, is she gonna pick up?
I don't know actually.
the thing,
It might
you
be
could-
her past her bedtime.
Well, then don't wake her up.
I'll call the other number.
You
How
give it
about
to
that?
Jose.
I'll call the other number.
Is the other number the mystery person?
No, the other number's my sister.
Okay.
It's like the
I
other
don't
one.
even know that
Same password
mystery's
as the other
number.
one.
That's okay.
I don't know.
Unless it's official.
Okay,
doesn't
here
matter.
it is. I know hubby's passwords and he knows mine.
Ooh,
Huh?
that's real love right there.
What's love?
Well, my,
What's love?
everybody knows my
got to do?
password. I'll tell you that. Knowing my password, hubby.
Once you figure it out, you know his whole
I
life.
know,
Oh,
yeah.
that's not it. Damn it. I think I forgot it.
Dang,
Oh,
if you
wow.
call a random number and they call me back,
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna put it on speaker.
And if it's somebody else, you have to say it's Beans and Rice podcast and we're recruiting members.
we'd like to invite you to watch our podcast.
Dude, we should do that. We should blindly call businesses to promote the podcast.
It's not a bad
This is
idea.
Pete.
You know
How
what?
can I
Maybe you
help
call a
you?
random
Hey,
number after and you do it us. Huh?
What number do you want me to call?
Well, you'll make up a new one. Well,
Like an 801?
I might
It's
have called
probably
the
because
wrong
it's-
number.
You're like, Mom, you failed me.
Excuse me. Hello. I probably forgot the number.
you want to give it a try, Hoss?
Just a random number?
So Hoss, he's gonna try it. He's gonna do a random fan of the night. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be pretty
It's called pod marketing, patent pending.
Dun, dun, dun.
So he's gonna call a random number and see if he can get him to watch a podcast.
All right. So so 801.
But we would have to keep it anonymous. So just make up a number.
Oh, yeah.
Because then we're gonna
Oh,
say his
that's
number
right.
on the radio. You know,
We don't want the Squid Game them,
You
you
know
know?
what I mean?
Right.
everybody's gonna call him. Hey, call this number.
Okay, so I'll do the next 3 numbers, but Alice, give me the last 4. I won't say the middle 3 though.
7943.
Ooh, that sounds like a good number already.
I'm kind of nervous, guys.
Don't be. You got this. I believe in you.
Dude, you're trying to recruit, trying to get a subscriber.
Did you hear that, guys? What is that? That was a message. Okay, I use my powers. You guys aren't subscribed. Hit like, and most
Comment,
importantly, subscribe,
subscribe.
guys.
Like. Always
Also,
like.
if you want to be on the podcast or get a call from us,
Let us know.
comment.
Yeah, because if you're not a subscriber, I can't reach you. You heard the guy.
Right.
Sorry.
So use this as a lesson. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate it so much.
Subscribe.
Oh, dude, I was scared a little bit. Huh?
I was kind of scared too.
I was a
but
little
then I'm like,
nervous.
you know
I'm not
what?
gonna lie.
Let me use my powers.
But what do we have? Anything else to say, Alice? Or what time are we? Do we need to say wholesome advice?
I feel like wholesome advice would be good. Oh no, actually, we have a little bit more time.
A little
before
bit more
wholesome.
time, but I
Yeah.
thought we could get a fan. But like Javi said, you know what I mean? Because there a couple of people, hey, they're lurking. Hey, what's going on? I want to come over into the casting couch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know who you are.
If you can hear this, if you're actually watching this,
Open your ears.
leave a comment. You know what I mean? On this
DM
video.
us. Yes, something.
Something.
No, leave a comment on this, or if you're listening, hey, I listen to the podcast. You have to say, "I want to pet your koala." That is a keyword. So if you want to come on the podcast, and so I can make sure that you're a real supporter and that you're watching, because how are you going to come onto a show that you don't even watch?
Disrespectful.
It's very important to be a guest for this show to know the history, the rich cultural history on this show.
So
All the indigenousness of
it's
it.
the
Right.
code word koala gang.
Koala.
Yeah, is that good? Koala gang.
Koala.
KKK. You know what I
Because
mean?
remember, we can cause historical damage to people if you don't watch the show and come on.
So, if you're trying to tap in, if you're trying to slide into the DMs, keyword koala, just say koala or a koala emoji. You know what I mean?
Oh, there is an emoji.
Isn't there?
Yeah, there really is.
Nah,
You
I'm
can
start
say
using
I'm
it.
chlamydia free for the sake of
Yeah,
quality. Yeah, that
exactly.
works too.
Anything related to what that segment was about.
Send the eggplant with the, with the thing that says like the X, like the no, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
or Plan B.
No, you know what I mean? So send that. So send a koala if you're trying to get into the DMs. If not, don't ask Hobby when you're trying to get on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, why can't I get on? He's not gonna be able, because
you don't reply. Yeah.
Yeah, miss us with that bullshit.
Swerve.
As time has passed, Hobby did his little practice prayer, so I'm going to go back a little bit. I do feel that there's some restitution being made, okay, despite all the jokes. So do we want to revisit people's, maybe, last episode, actually, with Chris, we were talking about how...
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, shout out to Chris. That was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
There weren't a lot of compliments usually given to us, or males, generally speaking. Women, it might be a falsified comment just to get in your pants. But have you had a recent compliment that really meant to you, like anything in the past month or two?
Do we want to compliment each other? You think so?
Oh no, I want to see if you've been complimented by like a stranger or someone but maybe not like on a...
Well,
strangers, yeah, I feel like I compliment you guys.
Well, we're not talking about like compliment like part of the show and
We're
that.
strangers now, huh? All this restitution I thought
First off, I want to know what happened. Why do you feel so betrayed? Did I miss it? Did I miss what happened?
I think you did.
Once you rewatch it, I think you'll know.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
The betrayal, the great betrayal. You know what I mean?
The Judas.
Which turned into the Great Depression.
Yeah, we're fucking Caesar. He's Brutus. Okay?
I
Damn
cashed in for coins.
Caesar didn't see him, so we ceased to exist. So the guy that killed him had keys to his shit.
Beware the Ides of
And
March.
cease and desist, now that's another thing that you can do when you call. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Child Protective Services, guys.
so maybe,
Ice.
maybe Hobby
Just call
can
me real
just,
quick.
maybe he can go around and give us a few compliments. You know what I mean?
That
So I
works
can get in
too,
the
yeah,
mood. You
sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe Hobby, he's been gone for a while.
The key word is genuine, and well, two words: genuine, sincere. They have to be genuine, sincere compliments. If we sense any sort of disingenuous compliment, we're
You
not
get a
having it.
charcuterie board to the butt, you think?
In the butt.
In the butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Johnny.
Not the
Shout out
Mexican
to Chris.
kind though,
The
right?
wide way too, not the narrow stuff, the wide one.
I don't know what that means, but
So, let's
oh, okay, I know what
let's
that
have
means.
let's have him start maybe with the intern. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's a little bit more comfortable with her. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He gave her the internship essentially. You know what I mean?
The set.
I thought you guys gave it to me.
She's
Well, you're the
Protestant.
Protestant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Protestant,
Yep.
right? She
Of
wears
the
the Quaker hats,
internship.
guys.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So go
So-
ahead.
Well, Alice, I love your outfit today.
Oh, thank you.
Looks dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a little jealous. I wish I would have dressed up a little more.
You did, though. Look at those shoes. I love those shoes.
Hey,
Eh.
don't make it about
Oh,
him.
sorry.
Alice.
Sorry.
You're not even able to speak.
Sorry. Okay.
I don't think, yeah, and people can't see the shoes, I don't want to flex on them too hard. They'll stop watching. But, yeah, I really like your outfit. And it was nice to see you today. Made my day. Jose,
Go ahead.
I do love that sweater, dude. Super patriotic.
Don't look at the eagle first of all.
There's, which one? There's 4 of them.
Yeah, any of them.
Oh. Well, as a proud patriot, I salute you. I love you.
That's what he told Alice.
Yeah, well, I can't love multiple people.
At 10%, you can apparently.
True. But in regards to my child, yeah. I mean,
And guys, I do know math. All right, let me put things into perspective. Feel free to
what
go
did I
back
say?
and rewind it.
1,000%?
Yeah.
He said 100%, but he loves his kid 1,000.
1,000%.
100 out of 1,000 is 10%. Pay attention.
It's
Boom.
called paying your tithing, guys. You pieces of shit. Go ahead, Javi.
It's what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What was I saying? Oh,
You love
See,
him.
not genuine.
Not
it was genuine.
I
I'm
forgot
a
what
little
he said.
nervous.
So you can't look at the symbol of freedom for America, the Eagles. So continue with.
No, Jose is a symbol of freedom,
Okay.
more so than the eagle itself.
Can't
He is
hear
the
you.
cheerful
Fighting
one. I
for-
will agree to that.
Huh?
He is the cheerful one. That's for sure.
Okay, he buttered me
Oh,
up a little bit. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
No, he's got to be
Jose
in.
should be on a flag. I feel as a symbol of freedom. He should be America. Like Uncle Sam, it's Uncle Jose Beefy.
He should be American.
Theo.
He is
Hospi.
American, but like he should be
Top
like
notch.
yeah. The
He
way he
should be the
represents
president.
America more than most Euro descendants out here, So I feel like
Shout out
if
to
you're
the
not,
Greek community,
yeah, it should be
Euros.
Jose Beefy, as Uncle Jose Beefy for America. Jose, you're the smartest guy I know. Fucking IQ is over 1,000 or 9,000, and
Shout out to Vegeta.
fuck Vegeta. you're stronger than Vegeta.
It's his favorite character. Going.
Is it?
Yeah. No, hey, I appreciate it. This is actually really good.
If you were Vegeta, you would be Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
SSGSS.
Yes. And I don't know if I think he learned Ultra Instinct.
I don't remember if he did.
I think. Okay. I didn't. Sorry
Either
if
way.
I killed it. You know?
Fine.
Yeah, you're that level Vegeta.
Okay.
So, on intellect and physique.
Okay.
Ooh, damn.
I mean, maybe I can't contain the power. There's no pudginess going on. But Alice, so I think based on Alice's response, I'd figure she felt that was genuine, sincere, right?
It was. I was a little jealous, actually.
So now let's move on. No, not to me. It's to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now the tables have turned.
Oh, okay, so now I have to
Now Alice is
Alice is the
wondering.
jealous one.
She's mad at now. She's like, oh, I don't get to anger at him. And I'm like, oh, I'm kind of jealous now.
All right, so now you have to compliment everybody, Alice, to cleanse yourself of the jealousness. And starting with Hobby, the perpetrator.
Jelly
You know what I mean?
strong today.
Ooh.
The good thief, you know?
Yeah.
Good thief on the cross.
Okay. Genuinely,
I genuinely
feel that you are an awesome person. You come in here, fucking handle your shit. You smile. Your smile actually makes me smile. Because it's a cute smile. Look at that smile. It's so tender. And then I love your personality. Your style is always on flex. I always not always try to keep up with you, but like I see your little whatever you throw in with you in some weird days, and then I was like, oh, I like that, and then I just try to steal it from you sometimes.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yes. I'm gonna go with Jose.
Oh, next?
Yes.
She's got to end with the powerful one. You know what I mean? With the big bang. You know what I mean?
And it ain't no theory.
All right, get your nervous, Alice. God, tell her this. Go.
The suspense.
She's building suspense.
Right?
Yeah.
Trying to
That's
get
a
a
good
good
tactic.
I'm trying to get y'all
I'm
nervous
hide
here.
You're learning.
I'm gonna hide
You're
it. I'm gonna have to get my hair curtains on for this, dude.
Okay, so Jose, I really love your hair. I love how long you kept it. A little jealous because I don't have long hair. But I love your personality. I love how weird you are. I love how you don't care how others see you. I love your artisticness. I saw that you were making some beats this weekend. And I love your weird look that you have right now.
Do you feel that was genuine, Jose?
I just love all of you. You're an amazing person.
Dude,
And if I could put you in my pocket, I would.
I was gonna hear a John Legend song right there. All of
Me
you.
too. I was
Yeah.
ready for it once. All of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then she said, "I'm gonna put you in my pocket." That's what they do in prison.
Dude.
To somebody, you're my bitch. If they put you in my pocket,
Yeah.
I'm her bitch. Is essentially what she's saying. Can
Or
believe
you
that?
could be a falling star because it's like that song.
You right?
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket.
So make up your mind. Which one am I?
You're a falling
Today's been
star.
raining.
Okay.
Today has been raining.
It has been raining. It has.
Well, I appreciate those compliments. You know what I mean?
It's very
You
nice.
Something about me weirding people out or something permanent. You know what I mean? I
I
guess.
like how weird you are.
I do. It's awesome. It's better than being normal.
That's not what the doctor
You're
said.
not normal.
I gotta take pills for that. You know what I mean? I wish I was normal.
It's a condition called Caesars.
My powers try to escape me every night.
Like, he's really quirky. No, he's having a seizure, guys. Put him, lay him on the ground. Put some leather in his mouth. Don't let him bite his tongue.
That sounds hot, dude. But okay, now finish with the powerful one.
Powerful one right now. Host, you are an awesome person. I appreciate that you asked me to, or that you were willing to hang out with me this week or this past week.
That was
I
a
got-
lot of fun.
It was great. It felt real genuine, and I feel like I got to know you in a sense more than what we are in here. And I hope that we can hang out more in the future.
100% for sure.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that was
Yes.
pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it was nice.
So now who's next?
I already went. So.
Yeah. So it's one of
You
you
want me to go
two.
next? Or do you want to go next?
Maybe I'll go next. You know what I mean? We'll save the big bang for the powerful one.
All right, sounds good.
You know, the cheerful one right now.
Hey, the
Maybe the cheerful one will go right
The
now.
energy will shoot up, and I'll just feed off of that.
You know?
You set me up for that spike.
So maybe let's start with Javi. What can I say about Javi? Javi, thanks for picking me up so many times when I was young. He also, what's cool about Javi? He is pretty calm. He doesn't get mad fast. And then sometimes he doesn't have any reactions because he's so cold. You know what I mean? That it's like, dude, what's going on with you? You know what I mean?
It's really just my brain is a little slower, and it
What
takes
else?
me a minute
Hey,
to
I'm trying
catch
to
up.
give you, dude. He's criticizing the compliments on us.
No.
Oh,
think
it's his
so.
turn.
Okay,
Okay.
you let me
Oh, I'm sorry
speak.
I
Show
interrupted.
some
I
respect.
apologize. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I said, God, I forgot what I said, dude. Okay, so Javi, let's see. So you're really nice. You know what I mean? You're very calm. That's what I was saying. You know, you're very calm. You are very, very neutral. You are very passive. Is that the word? Like, you know, see your tranquility.
Yes, Tranquil's a good one.
Let's see. You're good at helping people out. You know what I mean? And then you like help people out, but you don't talk about it. You know what I mean? So you can help other people out, and you don't talk about it. And let's see what else. No, you don't know how to cook. Let's see. He tries to cook hamburgers sometimes. You know, out of the bottom of his heart,
It's actually good.
I'm still
hamburger.
learning.
and it's okay. But you know
Yeah.
what I mean? He tries. He's a nice guy. He is very open-minded. You know what I mean? And maybe he lets me tease him a lot and say a lot of bad things. And what else? He would let me take some of his clothes sometimes. Not the cool ones that he would wear, you know, but I would still some of his weird clothes like t-shirts or something like that, you know what I mean? He would I would play soccer with him. He would put me on some of his soccer teams. And I was never as good as him, you know what I mean? But now the tables have turned. You know what I mean? But still, he has a pedigree of a champion that never quits. You have a good charisma, and you have what else? Let's see, what else can I say? And you have captivating eyes.
Ooh.
Okay. And I think that's it. You know what I mean? Was that pretty good?
That was
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I like that.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to my intern. Intern Alice.
Yep.
Alice, you are. Let's see. You are very nice. You are very caring. You're kind of a little bit of a sweetheart.
Oh.
You're also very. You're kind of like Eduardo. You remember Eduardo from Foster Homes from Imaginary Friends? He's a bull, you know, and he's scary, but then he's really nice. You know what I mean? So you're kind of like Eduardo. And then what else? Oh, you're really cool about sharing some stuff, you know, with the podcast and about saying fun things. And you brought Chris, you know what I mean? We didn't even know who he was. And you brought a fashion designer into the podcast. She is I think you're very sharing too. So that's like another thing that I like about you is that you like to, well, so far, you know what I mean? You got the jumbo jet, you know what I mean? But you brought Hollis a sandwich, you know what I mean? So you brought some of those drinks, alcoholic beverages, and then I don't know, you're pretty cool, you're pretty open-minded. We don't weird you out when we say something wild. And then I guess you're pretty patient, you know, you seem like you're pretty patient, I guess, to be working with a lot of toxic masculinity in here. And you like to have a fun time, I feel like, you know what I mean? And you are a good intern, you know what I mean? So far, you're a good intern, and I am really happy to have you on the podcast and have a woman that is here sometimes for moments like this.
Thank you.
Did I miss anything?
No, I think you did a great job. Thank you.
Okay, and then next, the powerful one. I can see him calm. The calm before the storm. You know what I mean? The powerful one, let's see what nice things do I have to say about him. He is funny, but he's mean, you know what I mean? He's
Sometimes
mean
they can
funny,
be,
but he's
yeah.
not mean to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's nice to me, but I like that you're more, you know, you like to, you know, koala out a little bit, you know what I mean? And that you have a lot of fun. So now, you know, we kind of say a lot of crazy things sometimes. You know what I mean?
To the window, to the
But
wall, ladies.
I like now that, because for me, I've always witnessed your powers. You know what I mean? Since a young age, and I always thought, oh, you know what? I want Host to share his powers with the world, or like you say, to humanity, and
Back to
beyond,
humankind, yeah.
and for humankind. You know what I mean? So thank you for sharing your powers and your joy and opening up. You know, because we're both water signs. You know, and we like to stay under the mud. You know what I mean? But now look at Host. He's enriching the culture, talking about nice things. Thanks for understanding my friendship. Because Host is really cool. He doesn't bug me. You know what I mean? Sometimes when we bug each other, he's like, oh, let's do this. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we'll shoot for that day. So thanks for understanding, I guess, my vibe of how I communicate. That's pretty cool.
Of course.
And then also for being like, I guess, open. You know what I mean? Open. We talk about a lot of weird things. Not even during the podcast, but when we're trying to make something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We just like let loose. It's like we're little kids almost. You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
So that's pretty fun. And then thanks for stepping up, going to the Vatican, getting the Mona Lisa taken care of, and then just you have brought more extra energy in that, you know what I mean? And getting the Mona Lisa now, I feel like we've started creating a lot more things, you know what I mean? So we were getting a little bit stagnant in making things, but then once we started getting the ball rolling, now I feel like we're more excited about making more and more things. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate that, and then I appreciate that you're kind of like all of us, where you're okay with sharing and you're okay with giving, and you just like the company more than, you know, whatever, like money or anything like that. So I really appreciate your friendship because of that.
Well, thank you. You guys have added a lot of pressure to me
Ooh.
with all these
Oh, I
compliments.
love in this room all of a sudden.
I'm going to try to make sure that this is short, succinct, concise,
Precise.
and precise.
Surgical with it.
Yeah, just a scapule. Okay, let's go.
Shout out to ABD the Butcher.
Butchering haircuts. Swear we got to break clips, guys.
So we don't go there.
Yeah. I'll just go I guess, what is this? Counterclockwise, I guess, is what we've been doing. So I'll start with the bodega, the BNR bodega. Javi, you're a father figure to many, specifically 3 children, and clearly you're a great husband. And I've heard that directly from
That's
Cynthia's
question.
mouth.
She
What?
sent him a text.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know any about that, okay? None of my business.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No. I do like that you have an energy where, we joke about your arrogance on this podcast being so cool, which you are, but there is a level of confidence that makes people feel good about themselves, right? They're like, this guy's very comfortable in his own skin. That being said, you have tough skin because we've grilled you over the course of many, many months. You roll with the punches. You get chirpy back. It's really cool. I enjoy that kind of back and forth. So tough skin, resilience, and a level of confidence that is very admirable. Alice, you bring a level of vulnerability to the podcast, especially with some of the topics that you've brought up that we didn't ask you to share. You've just shared it. And that to me is nothing but courageous. So I'd say you're the most courageous person in this room by far, because you've shared things that are hyper personal that I don't think I could share in 1,000 years publicly. Maybe to close people, but you put it on air for the people of the web to hear. So that's, I think I mentioned on the podcast, like, this is making me a bit emotional.
Mm-hmm.
And your level of courage and vulnerability is something I think I cherish for sure as a friendship between us. And then Jose, I love that you're, not that these two aren't honest, but as far as the level of creativity and not being afraid of like telling me maybe ideas of criticizing what I've created visually for art or my ideas for the podcast. So the fact that we understand that we can criticize each other without indict, like, oh, you suck, this is my thought process. We just feed off each other, and I think that's always good to have a back and forth honest communication to make things work, whether it be for monetary reasons or just for the sake of fun. And that's it.
Wow.
Well, seems like an AA meeting all of a sudden. The board's here.
Yeah.
Everybody likes each other. And I don't think this was already wholesome advice, because this is what happens every podcast, guys. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, we talk about Thomas and choo-choo train. You know what I mean?
Dude, shout out to him. He's endured a lot.
And then all of a sudden we're talking about love. You know what I mean? So sometimes we like love, but maybe a lot of maybe, I guess, going off of this, maybe just say something nice to somebody. You know, it's getting cold outside. You know, the leaves are dying. Now you wake up at 9 in the morning, it's dark. You know what I mean? So maybe say something nice, make somebody's day. You know what I mean? But do we have any other discussions? Anything that we like to address? Anything that maybe we forgot? Anything?
Nope. Just again, please subscribe, like, share with people that you may enjoy. Shout out to all of the listeners all around the globe. We have some in places we never thought we'd have them, in other countries outside the U.S. So we appreciate the fans. I've had the pleasure of running into many. I know a couple fans, so shout out to all of you.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Glauco. I know he watches a lot of the stuff, and I know he was on U92, so that was pretty cool. And also shout out to Larry, Scary Larry. You know, he's probably tuning in right now, but you know, we kind of want you on the casting couch. You know what I mean, Scary Larry.
I've been pressing.
And,
I've been
come
pressing.
through.
You know, hopefully comes on the casting couch. You know what I mean? So
Shout out to
we appreciate you watching, Larry. You
Oliver, Fatima. I saw their baby, beautiful baby girl. I didn't hold her because she was kind of fussy. I don't want to hold a fussy baby because then I feel guilty. But I'll hold her eventually. And then, so I have a couple babies I have to visit from fans of the show, right? So I still have to make some stops,
Some trips.
including Hobby's baby.
And the thing is, I said, listen, I will not view and kiss your baby because it's like a ritual until you subscribe. So any fans that want me to kiss your baby on the forehead, subscribe first.
We should have a baby shower, Beans and Rice baby shower for all the babies of the podcast.
That would be nice.
Hobby's kid, you know what I mean?
Right?
Let's do it. And then shout out to Alice's friend who I met when we went out on Wednesday night, Piper.
Shout out to Piper.
Yeah. You have a lot of cool fans.
Shout out Piper. Come to
Piper.
the show too.
Yes, we'll get you
On the casting couch.
on the casting
Dude,
couch.
maybe
Get her on
we
the
should get a female on the casting couch. Dude. I don't think we've had we had Cynthia, the
have.
mother.
Oh yeah.
You know, the mother of the podcast. We had
Yeah.
Cynthia on the casting couch.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The maternal figure.
But that's the last. Well, and Alice obviously, but she was the intern, so she doesn't count. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's still being casted,
part
guys.
of
You know what I mean?
She's still
Cat-
metaphorically on the
Casting pending.
So yeah, so maybe we can get a girl on the. Maybe we need to do that because you know what? A lot of the people that want to come here, there's a lot of toxic masculinity.
Fatima said she'd come on. And
Yeah?
Yeah.
So let's get a couple women, maybe. You know what I mean? Because we
Yeah.
appreciate women a lot. Obviously, you see women
Shout
everywhere.
out to Mavis
Yeah, we made a
Beacon.
shirt
Right.
for Mavis Beacon.
You know, all
Which
we talk
again,
about.
that drop will be later this month. We'll announce it on
Fourth
our
quarter
Instagram
drops.
page.
Bow, 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 bow.
But yeah, like, subscribe. But that was it. And yeah, this is host Beefy.
This is Host.
It's your boy Javi.
Oh, just kidding. It's me.
Alicia.
It's me.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, take care. Love
Ciao.
you guys. Shout out to Luigi.